Suri bot has arrived. Stream humans has arrived. Num 4D Gun 3 420 has arrived.
I see you, Neo.
Old Man Fallout has arrived. Chewie Zero Up has arrived.
All right. Chewie's here too?
All right.
That's so great. Oh, goodness. Welcome. Okay. Dang, Twitch is popping off. Look at you guys. Neo says, first, I got it twice in a row. Welcome, Crazy420. Apple Whizzle says, hey, everybody. Hey, Old Man Fallout. Another day in the wasteland. Chewy Soup says, screw you, Neo, and let's go. Chewy says, I didn't even have to look. Just screw Neo. Neo's laughing. The real Mothman says, hello. Welcome. All right, I think I'm almost ready. Give me one more minute and we're going to start. Woohoo! All right, gang, we have just like 1 more minute for me to edit some tags on YouTube, and then we'll start the stream. I hope you guys are having a great night. I'm kind of excited to stream. I wasn't expecting to stream tonight, but we gonna. Chewy says, fire! Neo says, I be doing a lurky lurk, have fun. And Apple Whizzle says, I used to play Rock Band on PlayStation. And Chewy says, damn it! I'm not sure what the damn it is in response to, but cool. Jarvis, I'm ready. All right, there we go. Tyler says, what up? Apple Whizzle says, that is some dope guitar you've got playing. I think you were probably referring to the previous song. This song's pretty mellow, but the previous song was pretty great. The Real Mothman says hello. Tyler's got us up to 200 likes just as we're starting. Okay, let me get the music down a little bit. Hold on. All right, that should be pretty good. Okay, so we got the music down low. We got the game going. We got a bunch of people in. I have probably missed a handful of you guys making comments because they scrolled up the screen by the time I was able to get everything going. But let's see what you guys are saying. Some highs, some greetings. Neo's already off on a lurk. Apple Whizzle says, carry on my wayward son. Yeah, that song actually does have a little reminiscent to that. Is that what you're suggesting? I know what you're talking about. There's another one that sounds a little bit like an AC/DC song. All the music that's playing right now is free music that you get off of YouTube. They have a little creators corner, like a back end area where you can get free music that doesn't do copyright strikes, doesn't hurt your channel. And I just put together a bunch of rock. It used to be when I would stream, I would do rock that was kind of rockabilly, 1940s, 1950s, early rock and roll kind of stuff. But now, I'm doing, I guess, more straight ahead rock and roll to be the background for the game. Here we are. If you were not on the last stream, we did a frantic run to Diamond City as the stream was wrapping up because one of my viewers, I think Vegas, noticed that it was Christmas because Heather had been singing Christmas songs while we were adventuring. And I was like, why is she doing Christmas music? What's going on with her? Oh, suddenly it's raining. And so Heather was like, well, maybe it is actually Christmas. And we looked, and it was. So here we came. We came running to Diamond City so we could see all the Christmas lights. And here we are. It's now pretty late at night here in Diamond City, and I think these Christmas lights are about to vanish because we're going to go hide from the rain. Man, I hope you guys are having a great night. You know what'd be really cool is if when we came into our home here in Diamond City, if you could hear the rain on the roof. I do hear something. I don't think it's the rain on the roof though. I don't know, maybe it is. Not 100% sure. Well, Apple Whizzle says, wow, I didn't know they celebrate Christmas in Fallout. They celebrate two things. They celebrate Halloween and Christmas. and you can even get some settlement build objects around that. I might even have them right here. I might be able to even just show you as we kick off the stream. Is that under decorations and then maybe under Nuka World or something? No. Miscellaneous, no. I might not have them unlocked yet, or it's also possible that when you're in Diamond City, you don't get the full build. You don't get the full build list. They don't want you to build certain things in Diamond City. Like you can't set up caravans and stuff like that. Maybe it's under Vault? Oh, look, there is some. Yeah, so if you have the Vault option, you can get Christmas trees. These will stay around past Christmas time. That will still be here no matter what time it is. Once you build it, it's yours. But that's kind of interesting. You could build it right now for Christmas. By the way, just for anybody watching this VOD like later on, if you're watching this a month after I've done this or whatever, it is not Christmas time while I am streaming. It is simply Christmas time in the game world, okay? Anyway, yeah, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving. They don't celebrate anything Jewish as far as I know. They don't celebrate anything like...
Witness. Lucian Smith 234.
Lucian is here! Lucian is here! Welcome, Lucian! Lucian says, yo, we in the shit! Wait, who now?
Witness. They're Mothman 12.
Mothman! Damn, everybody's showing up. Welcome, Mothman. Welcome, Lucian. Welcome, everybody. Fluffy Fox says, give you nuke coal. Give you nuke coal? What does that mean? What does that mean? Is there a guy named Cole who's giving out nukes? I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, welcome, Fluffy Fox. And Chewy says, no treats on Halloween. Damn tricks. Wait, who now?
Chewy has 0 up.
Chewy has arrived. Chewy, I don't think you even need the witness me, because I think I have you set up as a VIP, Chewy. I think you automatically get Chewy has arrived when you show up. I think that probably happened at the beginning of the stream. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did. Chewy's got it. I think anybody who I flag as a VIP...
Thanks for the follow. Bloodfart on TikTok.
Bloodfart, welcome. That is a beautiful name. Lucian says, what are we doing now? The last one ended off in Diamond City. Chewy says, oh, I know. I just tried it for the bit. It worked. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so what are we doing? Lucian's right. We got to do some stuff. So I want to do a tiny bit of things to start the stream right here in Diamond City, and then we're going to ditch Diamond City. First, I noticed I'd never even cleaned out this space. So first things first, I'm just gonna destroy a bunch of the stuff here in this house. We'll scrap a bunch of things and clean the space out, and maybe put down like one nice table and chairs. We'll probably just reuse the table that's already here. But so I need to do that. I also want to sleep since it's nighttime, and I also want to eat and drink, because you can see in the bottom right corner of my screen, there's some orange yellow icons showing that I'm really thirsty and hungry. I'm in survival mode, so I have to eat and sleep and all the usual stuff. So let's eat, drink, sleep. Let's build, and probably all of that is just going to take 5 minutes. Then we're going to ditch Diamond City, and we are doing the quests for Bunker Hill, and we might also try to do the quest for Nick at the BAD TFL, which is not from last stream, but I think from the stream before that. Nick had been confessing some stuff about him and how he was conflicted because he's essentially AI, but he was given an actual brain, in the sense that there's this guy, Nick, from 200 years ago, who signed up for some kind of experimental program involving AI and brains. And apparently Nick has been infused with the original Nick's essence somehow. And he feels really bad about it. And I know that there's more story about Nick in BAD TFL, so we're probably heading there on the stream as well. Lucian says, wait, how do I get to Bunker Hill? Tell me the lore. Well, I can show you on the map. So this is Bunker Hill. It's this kind of, I don't know, penis-shaped thing over here. I'll just give you in relation to where we are. So this is home plate, the home that we're in, and it's in Diamond City and Diamond City Market. So this little cluster of 3 right here, they're all kind of the same thing. But so that's the main area that we're in. And if you come across here past the Boston Public Library, past the Cabot House, go across the big bridge here, you'll get to Bunker Hill. And Bunker Hill is a real world location. You can go see it in the real world. It has this big, huge monolith in the real world, just like it does in the game. Bunker Hill is where all the merchants converge. You've seen them wandering the world, like there's the Doc that wanders the world, Cricket wanders the world, Lucas wanders the world. There's one other person. Who's the other person that wanders the world in this game? I think there's 4 merchants in total, maybe even 5. And they're all part of the Bunker Hill settlement. And if you do some quests for Bunker Hill, they will give you a canvassed staging area where merchants can come hang out. And it's a very important settlement build object to get if you are not doing a charisma run. So if we look at the stats here, if you have dump statted charisma and you're not going to do charisma at all, you really, really, really want to get to Bunker Hill and you really want to do their quests and you really want to get their build object for your settlements that lets merchants come, because it's one of the few ways that you can get merchants in your settlement if you don't have charisma. So it's a really cool option. I'm going to get all of it. I have the charisma and I'm going to do the Bunker Hill stuff. So Bunker Hill will get us to Bunker Hill merchants. Charisma of 6 gets us down to local leader. 1 more rank in local leader and I can build my own stores. I don't need the merchants. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But let's see. Fluffy Fox says, LOL, we both have the same color. Fluffy Fox, what do you mean? Do you mean that I set my interface to blue? Is that what you mean? I do like blues, especially because if you turn your light on here, it's supposed to be a reflection of whatever color you set your Pip-Boy to. Oh, you can't see the Pip-Boy right now because I'm in power armor, so you can't tell. But I think your Pip-Boy is supposed to control the color of the light that you see when you turn the light on. Anyway, in fact, let's get out of the power armor. Don't need to worry about the core. So this is my girl, and let's turn on her. There we go. There's her Pip-Boy light. That Pip-Boy light should be blue since I've picked blue for my Pip-Boy color. But if you picked red for your Pip-Boy color, then that's going to be a red light everywhere. Whatever color you selected. And then let's eat and get some sleep. And then let's do some adventuring. For eating and sleeping, what are we going to do? Eating hound chops, mutt chops. More mutt chops, more mutt chops, more mutt chops. Oh my god, so many. Okay, I guess I was starving. Oh, and I'm down on water. Hold on. Before we sleep, let's fix this water issue if it's even possible to. Let's see if I have any bottles. Junk? Okay, here we go. We want anything labeled bottle. 7 beer bottles, a bourbon bottle, brown bottle, burgundy bottle. Anything labeled bottle, we want it. I'm not missing anything, am I, guys? I'm looking through it real quick. Nuka-Cola bottle. No, I think I got it. I think I got every bottle. Okay, you guys are saying stuff. What are you saying? Fluffy Fox says yes, indeed. And then Fluffy Fox says it's a mod on Fallout 4. Gabe says, is this survival mode? Gabe, it's not only survival mode, it's insanity survival mode, and I will tell you how. Everybody who's watching and has been watching for a long time is rolling their eyes right now because they know I'm about to give the spiel, but here we go. I play on survival mode, but with a mod that makes the enemies do double damage to me. It's even harder on me than normal survival mode. So I die real fast in this game, and it's part of the fun, part of the challenge. Now, of course, they die a little fast too because it's survival mode where everybody dies fast. It's just a lethal game, but I made it real hard on myself. However, I have modded it in a bunch of ways. One of the ways I modded survival mode is if I have a settlement, if I own a settlement and I've cleared it out and made it safe and everything, I'm allowed to fast travel to that. So I do have a little bit of fast travel enabled in the game. I can also save whenever I want. That part was important for this stream so that you guys didn't see me repeating hours and hours of footage over and over again. I need to be able to save like every few minutes so that you guys don't have to get bored watching me replay stuff. Another mod that I have installed that doesn't have anything to do with survival mode, or I guess it has a little to do with survival mode, is I have this mod called All Your Bottles, or All the Bottles, and it lets you fill bottles at a sink like this, and you do them all at once. You don't have to hit the button over and over again to fill each bottle individually. So let's try it. All my bottles. That should have just filled up everything. And now we should have a good amount of water for ourselves. And let's sleep. We've fed ourselves, we've drank, we did everything great. Chewy says, I really like the guitar in the background. Chewy, thanks.
Thanks for the follow, Key Steelman on TikTok.
Thank you, Key. What's that? Wait.
Indoor_express just subscribed with Prime.
That's a new sound. I don't get that a lot. Endor, thank you so much. Oh my God. Heather, way to make an entrance. Damn. Endor, that's really cool. You subscribed with Prime? Thank you so much. I think you can only do that once a month, right? Like Prime only gives you one of those and you used it on me? Damn. Damn. Thank you so much. That is really nice. So what are we doing here? We're going to scrap a little bit right now. It should be a new day. And yeah, let's scrap all this stuff.
Thanks for the follow, Gabe on TikTok.
Woo, thank you, Gabe on TikTok. I don't even want to keep the steamer trunk. That's wild. I'm not keeping any of this. I might keep this blue cooler. I do like the blue coolers, and I like them to sit on top
Thanks
of
for
my
the follow,
workbenches.
Big Russ on TikTok.
Dang, it's popping off. Welcome, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I got follows, I got stubs. This is crazy. I'm not sure what I did right, but I'm glad I'm doing it. Here's what we're going to do tonight, guys. I'm going to scrap just for another few minutes. We're just going to clear this location out. I'm not going to do a lot of building here, so if you're hoping to see a lot of like cool builds, I'm not going to do a cool build here. After I scrap a little bit, we're going to get out into the world, and we are going to try and finish out the quests for Bunker Hill. I was just talking about with Lucian. We're going to do some Bunker Hill quests. We're trying to get the merchant stand or merchant area from Bunker Hill so that we can attract merchants to our settlements. I might want to keep this here just for dog meat in case I bring dog meat over. We'll just put that there. This can go right next to the couch for now. This can also go next to the couch. And we'll fill that with trinkets later. And the table's actually looking pretty okay right now. I don't think I actually want to mess with it very much, although I will...
Hey.
Nope.
What's up?
Nope, I didn't mean to talk to you. Sorry.
Sure.
Nope, I didn't mean for you to go in the chair. I don't know what's happening.
You got it.
No, Heather, please stop. Okay, there we go. I just wanted to turn it, and Heather was in the way. Okay, that's a little better. And let's put down another chair if there isn't one here. And then I'm going to read some comments, because I think you guys have been posting a little bit while I've been doing stuff here. Let's just see what you guys are saying. Let me just get down one more chair, and then we'll talk. Okay. You know what? Do I want to do these chairs? No, I guess it's okay. Let's do these chairs here. These are fine. Yeah. Okay. Couple chairs down. Everything's rigged up. What are we going to do now? Let's close out of this. I didn't want to build a lot here. And let's read your comments. Let's see here. Wait, what's the called again? Because I'm too OP, I need the game to be harder. I think what you're asking, Lucian, is you want to know the name of the mod I have installed that makes the game harder. I don't know that I can tell you that right now, but I'm going to try. Hold on. Let me... Come on, give me a cursor. What in the world? There we go. Okay, there. Good. Vortex. I'm going to look for you, Lucian. I'm looking in my Vortex mod, my mod installer, my mod system. I'm going to look in the mod manager and just see if the name quickly comes up so I can tell you. To be honest with you, I don't remember it. I don't remember the name of the mod that I use. Script extender, faster sleep weight. It looks like this might be my Fallout 3 mod list. Let's change. Let's change over to a different activate. Activate Fallout 4. All right, tell me about my mods for Fallout 4. There it is. Okay, here you go, guys. If you want to have the same mod installed that I do, the one that makes things really hard, you want to start a game on survival mode. That'll already make it hard. And then you add in this mod called Global Damage Multipliers for all difficulties. And it gives you a lot of options. You have to pick when you go to install it. You can have the enemies do double damage, triple damage, quadruple damage. You can have you do double damage as well, or half damage. You can make it insanely hard on yourself where the enemies are doing quadruple and you're doing half, and it's just death all around if you want to be insane about it. What I've done is I've got it so that my damage is whatever survival mode sets my damage to, which I believe is 3/4 damage. So normal has full damage, hard and very hard have half damage. Survival mode's kind of a mix between those two. It's 3/4 damage. And then the enemies are doing double to me. I didn't do the ×3 ×4. That's way beyond my capabilities. But if you guys are feeling fancy, you go for it. Whoa! Endor's cheering 100 bits.
_express just shared 100 bits on Twitch.
Badass! Endor, you are kicking butt right now. Thank you so much. Damn. I gotta... You guys have made so many comments that I can't even keep up with them all. They've all scrolled off screen. I'm going to try and read what is left on screen, and then we're going to keep going. If I don't read your comment off right now, it's not that I'm trying to be mean to you and skip you. It's that it's literally gone off the screen for me. You can repost a comment if I miss it. So here we go. Someone on TikTok says, not enough customization, and it's gone. Maybe it was Endor says, what settlement is this? This is Diamond City, and I've got the home in Diamond City. We're just in our house. Cephalopod says, oh look, there's Pod. Wait, did you see Pod somewhere in the house? You saw yourself? Wait. Docta on TikTok says, if you scroll way further in the furniture sections, you have like pre-war, not dirty furniture. Yes. I don't like the pre-war furniture for most things, though. Sir Puffington says, Mr. Fallout. Welcome, Sir Puffington. Welcome, welcome. Haste.
Thanks for the follow, Alexander Van Dyke on TikTok.
Thank you, TikTok. Alexander, all right. I appreciate you. Jace, I think it's Jace, says, mods on PC are like rocket science to me. I'm a born Xbox user, although Xbox can do mods too.
Diamond City Surplus, everything you need.
Then Endor did the 100 bits. We already got that one. Then the Real Mothman says, that's the cost of success. And what's up? And or do you mean the cost of success is that the comments are scrolling right off screen before I can actually see them?
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications. Scopes, clip size,
Oh my goodness.
barrels.
You're getting pretty chummy with that reporter, huh? Be careful there. The mayor's got it in for her.
Okay, good to know. Thanks, Diamond City. You guys, I don't know what... Wait, the Christmas lights are still up? It's not Christmas anymore.
Mother prays dangers of the Commonwealth to find missing son.
Well, that's wild. How long do they stay up, you guys? Are the Christmas lights up for more than one day? It's not the 25th anymore, right? What is it? Show me the date in the game world. Yeah, it's the day after Christmas. Maybe they stay up for 2 days. Maybe they stay up a whole week until New Year's. Not 100% sure. Happy to see it, though. That's kind of cool. Fluffy Fox says, also on Xbox, Fallout 4 is different. It makes enemies legendary. I don't know what that... Are you talking about the mod? The mod will make the enemies legendary? If that's what you're thinking of, I definitely have not increased legendary occurrence. In my game, it's whatever survival mode gives me, I'm getting. Sir Buffington says, I just woke up and you're so naughty. And then more is scrolling off. Shoot, I'm missing him. Chewy says, next year maybe. I think you had something before that. I missed it. Pod says, Alexander Van Dyke is a hell of a name. Pod says, okay, that's Alexander Van Dyke. Endor says, I've been adding Halloween decorations to some of the settlements. I know. And you know what's really cool is with the it's one of the few things that I like about the next gen update for Fallout 4. That next gen update that they put out around the time of the TV show. It came with some of the Creation Club content for free, get freebies. And one of them is that Halloween stuff, or you get all the Halloween goodies. I think that's so cool. And I saw some guy who's just an idiot. I don't remember who he is. He's some famous streamer. He gets like, when he does a stream, he gets like 10 gazillion people watching, and I get 10 people watching. So I should shut up about him because he's infinitely bigger than I am. But I saw some streamer who claims to be like a really cool Fallout guy who knows what he's talking about. And when the patch came out, the next generation patch came out, it had these Halloween options in it, right? And he went on a rant. He was on a tear. He was so upset. He's like, why are we releasing Halloween material in the middle of the summer? Like, this is so stupid. I don't even know why we're doing it like this. What is up with these Fallout guys? Why do they care about Halloween so much? Why is it always Halloween? And I was like, bro, if you understood that the bombs fell days before Halloween and the whole world froze at the moment of Halloween, basically, then you would understand why they're putting Halloween stuff in the game. They're not trying to celebrate Halloween in the real world. It's just that's when the bombs fell. So everything was left in a Halloween state when the bombs fell. Anyway, that guy was wild. He was like, I'm a Fallout expert. And then he did not know what he was talking about. Fluffy Fox says, they didn't fix the mods on Fallout 4 on Xbox. They sure didn't. My Xbox is perma-broke when they released the update. That update just broke my Xbox, and it's still broke now. They never fixed it. Lucian says, can someone name a mod that makes enemies harder on the Xbox? Oh, yeah, I don't know if my mod comes through on the Xbox. The one I have, I'm not sure. Endor says, I need to play 76 though. Yeah, I tried 76, had a rough time with it. But if you love it, you love it. We have somebody that I like. Sir Puffington says she's my girlfriend because I like her so much, but she's not, but I think she's great. Steffi Walker on Twitch. She's currently doing a Fallout 76 run. And I'm thinking she kind of invited me to do it too, and I screwed it up because she had messaged me a couple times saying, hey, we should stream together. And I was like, cool. And then I never did it. The reason I didn't do it is because she and I were both playing Fallout 4. And I didn't understand, like, how do we play Fallout 4 together? Like, it's not multiplayer. We can't do it. But now she's playing 76. And I think her idea was that she and I should have been playing 76 together. So I'm kind of bummed that I was not very aggressive about it. I should have pursued her harder. But it's okay because I'm not sure I'm a fan of 76. Anyway, somebody has triggered a command on Stream Elements. I'm going to throw the commands up for you guys to see because they did something interesting. So, Jarvis show commands. There we go. So somebody triggered the Fallout Facts option that you can see on screen there. And the Fallout fact they've got is Stream Elements says, did you know Fallout 1's original design was heavily inspired by post-apocalyptic RPGs like Wasteland, and the game ironically has more in common with classic pen and paper adventures than modern shooters. Ironically? I'm not sure if that's ironic. I think that's just the way it go. The real Mothman is doing my own, oh my god, hand on head emoji. I think you're doing that because I screwed it up with Steffi, maybe. Endor says, I don't know if enemy scaling revamped is on the Xbox, but that is one of the mods. Yeah, you could try that. Definitely look at that, Lucian. Chewy says, when you starting your reaction channel? Already started, already built, it's already on YouTube, but it's probably dead in the water right now. Jarvis, hide commands.
An anonymous user gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Jarvis, hide commands. Thank you for the subscription. I'm not sure who just did. Oh, is that? Wait. Lucian says, who was it? That would be me. Wait, Lucian, are you talking about the subscription that just happened or something else? I was saying to Chewy, my reaction channel, I think, is dead in the water now. We built it. It's on YouTube. I believe it's literally called Old Man Fallout Reacts. So you guys can look it up, but I think it's empty and it's going to stay empty. And the reason it's going to stay empty is, as you guys might have known, YouTube put out an announcement that starting the 15th, just a couple days from now, they're cracking down on reaction channels. They will not allow reaction channels to exist unless they significantly transform whatever it is they're reacting to. In other words, you can only show a few seconds or minutes of a long TV show or movie, and then most of what you're doing has to be you talking about it, discussing it, having reactions to it. No more can you show people just sitting and enjoying a show and watching them react to the show as it goes. So, this is gonna be a bloodbath on reaction channels. If you guys love reaction channels, brace yourself. The 15th, they are about to start getting hurt bad. I'm bummed. I got some reaction channels I freaking love, and I just don't know how they're going to survive this bloodbath. Okay, let's see. Lucian says that mod, what was it called? Enemy scaling revamped, says Endor. Yep. Miguel MC is here. He says, God, I'm finally done making this cake right now. All right, share with the class. Mothman says, oh no, my bad. He was talking about something else. Mothman said he didn't read the chat. Okay. Endor says, Lucian, you could also try Deadly Commonwealth. That might be interesting too. Chewy says, oof. Endor says, really? Gesticulating Cephalopod says, wow, that is rough. I helped a friend make a reaction channel. I hope they're going to be okay. Yeah, if your friend does not know about the YouTube crackdown on the 15th, you definitely should tell him. He might want to do an experiment, or she, depending on whoever it is that you helped. You might want to do some experiments and see, like, I would potentially, like, literally on the 15th or 16th, put out some reactions that are the way you've always done them. And then just watch and see if the reaction is left alone. And if it's not, cut it down like a minute's worth and see if that gets left alone. And if it's not, cut it down more. There's going to be a point where you have to cut it down so badly it's basically there's no reason to do it anymore. So we'll see about that. Thank you for that was likes. Oh, we got Tyler. We got a bunch of people doing likes. The girl with the purple hair is back. All right. Oh, and she's going off. Thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you guys so much. That is really nice. Oh, hopefully it helps the video to like go up on the feed list. I appreciate you guys. Oh, a bunch of you just posted right now. Let's see here. MC says, it's a tres leches cake. I'm saying that wrong. Tres leches cake? Tres leches cake. That's in a different language that I don't speak, and I don't know the cake very well, so I can't pronounce it properly. But you say also, but thank you for what you thought about my build, the other one. The other build is level 89 or something. Yeah. I think I gave you like a little heart to it too, I think. This was in our Discord. Chewy says, any PlayStation Fallout players? And by the way, that also hurts for the reaction channels. Yeah, the reaction channels are going to eat it hard. Endor says, I have seen some reactors just sit there and snipe the person that they're reacting to while they're live just to take views. Well, that's pretty brutal. That's pretty mean. You're thinking of people who react to other live channels. Like there was the big controversy with H3H3 lately, right? Like H3H3 put out a video that was literally called Bait or something like that. It was like a big 9-hour live stream or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And a bunch of people watched his stream so that other people could watch H3H3 without giving H3H3 credit. So H3H3 was broadcasting, but nobody was watching H3H3's broadcast, or at least only a few people were. And then a bunch of people were hate watching on other channels, and H3H3 is now suing those other channels, which is freaking wild. Endor says, my poor PlayStation 3 and 4 are collecting dust. Yeah. My PlayStation 3 too, and I'm really sad about it because my PlayStation 3 is really good. It's one of the PlayStations, the big, huge, bulky PlayStations that you get years ago. You could get them, and they have an actual chip for PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 in them, so they don't even emulate. You can just put PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 discs in, and all three play perfectly. There were very few models that were released like that because they were kind of expensive to make. PlayStation or Sony kind of took a loss. They took a hit on those early models. We about to have a fight. Okay. Hang on. Let me just chem up before we have this fight. This might be. We'll see. Let's take just a few things. We could take a Deathclaw steak. That gives me 1 agility for an hour. Then let's take... What is Fury? I think that's melee. I don't care about melee. Let's not do Fury. Then let's take... Ooh, I want a jet, but I'm smart enough to remember that I have Ultra Jet, so we'll do that. Let's take the orange Mentats. That'll give me +5 to everything for perception. Let's take a Psycho. The Ultra Jet. I don't know that I want anything else. I think that's pretty good. Wait. Those dudes may have lasers. So I think I'm going to eat a Rad Stag Stew for the energy resistance. And that also got rid of some of my thirst. Then we'll go here. Properly hydrated. Let's pick a fight, guys. And then I'm going to read some more of your comments. Two down before they can even react, really. Ah. Dang, that one dude will not fall. How many shots? Dang. That bro was tough. Oh my god, I could not get him. No more rats! Well, this is scary, I might die. Hang on, let's take a buff tats just to ensure I don't. Alright, there we go. Wow, I'm not hitting him at all? What's happening? Not at all? There we go. Okay. Alright. We picked a fight, we almost died, but we did it! We did it! I don't know if you guys were around for the last stream, but on the last stream, I started the stream kind of wimpy, and I was like, we were going to do the clear ghouls from the National Guard.
Thanks for the follow, LockCZ on TikTok.
Thank you! Oh, it's not GlockZZ, it's Glock. It's Glock. Okay, I think that's right. Am I right? It's Glock. In any case, on the last stream, we started it kind of weak, and I had to do the ghoul quest where you clear ghouls out of the National Guard training yard. And we went into the National Guard training yard. We took out a couple ghouls, and then I fled. I hadn't really needed to flee. Like, I wasn't hurt bad, and I need to flee because of that. But I got a level up, and I wanted to get the visor that turns everybody green, red, blue, you know, that kind of thing, like the coloring visor that's in action right now. I got enough perks that I could build it, and I wanted to build it. And we ended up staying in the settlement for over an hour of game time, just building everything. We fixed up my armor, we got better armor, we fixed up the visor, we got a better gun, we did a whole bunch of stuff. And by the time I went back, whoa, Endor's doing more! Thank you, Endor!
Express just shared 100 bits on Twitch.
Woohoo! Thank you very much! By the time we got back to the National Guard training yard and we started the fight again, I was just talking to the chat and I was like, you guys, I feel like murder now. Like, I got so severely upgraded in the last live stream that I just don't know how. I didn't know, like, how could I lose? Those ghouls did not stand a chance against me at that point. So we just kicked a bunch of butt in there. We won. We did great. Now, let me read some comments. I'm worried some have scrolled off screen, but I think you guys have not been commenting as quickly as you were a few minutes ago. So hopefully I got everything. Let's see what's going on. Sir Puffington says, every PS1, 2, or 3 game that didn't directly get ported to PS4 and 5 is streamable now on PS Plus. Every single one? Dang.
Bumblebee_bunny just followed on Twitch.
Thank you, Bumblebee! All right. Endor is doing this.
We reached our followers' goal of 180. Thank you, everyone.
We have 180 followers? Dang, that went fast. The last time I looked, we were at 140. We had 4 follower goals play by? Dang. I mean, not on this stream, of course, but I guess I just wasn't paying attention on the last stream or the one before that. I missed 150, 160, 170. Dang. Maybe 140 stood out because of that joke. I don't know if you guys remember what happened with 140. I'll tell you guys in a minute what happened with 140. It was bad. Somebody says, if you die, I want crowd control. No. Glock says, I love Fallout, so I had to throw you a follow. Thank you, Glock. I appreciate it. Bumblebee says, hey, hey. And Miguel says, I'm about to start some Fallout 4 now. All right, do it, MC. Bumblebee says, woohoo. And Endor says, hello. Mothman says, yes. Chewy says, please tell me you had epic orchestrated music during the crowd control stream. I don't know if the music was epic, but dude, it was such a good time. We were laughing too. We're talking about you, Chewy. We talked about you 2 or 3 times. We were like, we cannot believe that Maru is not here. Like, where the hell is Chewy? We were joking about it a lot, and somebody, I don't know if they're here on the stream tonight, but somebody was like, all right, I'm going to step up. And somebody threw a bunch of money at it and bought tons of monsters, and we turned that building that that Kellogg is in. We turned the building that Kellogg is in into like a war zone. There were sentry bots. There were Brahmin. There were robots. There were raiders. It was crazy. It was great. Real Mothman says yes. Bumblebee Bunny says I love Fallout 4. Oh, I can scroll back. I'm gonna go back to some of the previous comments. So you guys have a little chat overlay. It kind of looks like what you guys are seeing on my stream. Typically, I can't see what you guys see. I just have the full game in front of me. But I have a little app that will put your comments in the corner of my screen. It like lays on top of the game. So it looks a lot like what you guys see on stream. And usually I can't scroll back. But today, for some reason, it's letting me. So let's just see what you guys said a few lines back. Chewy is the one who said, if you die, I want crowd control. Sir Puffington said, this is mega peak. Lucian said, Lucian said, I have just installed the mod and I'm scared. Lucian found one of the enemy buff mods to make the enemies harder. Real Mothman says, chem up. That was from when this fight started. Yep. Vault 101 Dweller. Vault 101 Dweller on TikTok. Are you even still here? I'll answer your question if you're still here. Throw something into the chat to let me know you're still around, and I'll answer your question. I'm glad I scrolled back and could see that. I missed a bunch of people doing a bunch of stuff, didn't I? Okay. I'm not going to worry about most of the things I missed, but Vault 101, let me know if you're still around. And let's see here. Endor says, I'm playing through the Far Harbor DLC. I love the setting. And Holy Wildflowers says, wowsy. Anyway, you know what? Let's answer Vault 101's question, even if he's not still here. Poor guy asked a question way back, like 10 minutes ago, and I just completely ignored it. Not on purpose, but chat was going too fast for me to see it. But Vault 101, you asked, how long have I been on this run? What am I doing on this run? Crashed Vertibird. Let's see. This might be from a mod, you guys. I don't know if you can find this in the base game. I don't know if this Crashed Vertibird is in the base game. Oh, an antifreeze bottle, though. That's nice. Okay. Who cares about the rest? We got an antifreeze bottle. Oh, I don't know what just happened there, but okay. Anyway, Vault 101. What have I been doing on this run? How long have I been doing this run? So, Vault 101, I'm glad you asked, and the reason I wanted to answer your question is because we probably have a bunch of new people on the stream who are watching, and they'd probably like to know the answers to those questions too. So, let's tell you all. The character that I'm playing right now is named Cherry, and I'm going to have her hop out of her armor, and I'm going to show her off to you guys. I think she's really cute. She looks a lot like the base game Nora, but I did fix her up a little bit. So let's drop her out of her armor. So, when you're in power armor, whatever you have underneath power armor doesn't matter. Only power armor counts. Which means that I can put her into power armor with just a dress on. So she's wearing charisma gear right now, basically, right? If she's not in power armor, she's super vulnerable. She has basically no protection. But this is her. And let me get her light on. There we go. Actually, that didn't make her look very good, did it? Let's put the light back off. Anyway, we gave her a little bit darker skin. I fixed up her makeup just the tiniest bit. I changed her hair around a little bit. She also has this pack on her back. This is from a mod, and I don't even know which one, but I think it might be We Are the Minutemen. It might be that mod. That pack gives her an extra like 25 pounds of carrying capacity, something like that. It's not a lot, but you know, in survival mode, every little bit counts. Anyway, I think she's pretty cute. We're playing her in part this run because we wanted to get someone who was a little more mothering. And I don't mean that literally. I just mean, I thought I'd play this playthrough. I thought I'd be a little more empathetic and a little more kind, because the previous live stream I did was with a character named Murder. And that's what we did. We murdered our way through the Commonwealth. Oh, looks like one of the vertibirds crashed. We'll take a look at that in a minute after I get through this. Anyway, so Vault 101, we've been playing this character for about 35 levels. She's about level 35 right now, maybe 36. She's not very far in the story. We just got Kellogg. We took him out, and now we're moving on from that. But she's a cutie. She's fun, and we're playing her a little more kind than I usually play my characters, so that's nice. And right now we are doing quests for...
Lark Saracen has arrived.
Lark is here! Amazing! All right, we got a new VIP in. Welcome, Lark. Damn, that's cool. Guys, Lark is one of the people I was telling you guys for 4th of July. Not on this stream, but on the previous stream. I was telling you for 4th of July, I was running a bunch of D&D games, had some friends over, we were doing D&D stuff, and Lark is one of the people who comes to some of my D&D games. She is awesome. Okay, let's get rid of all this junk. Just keep a little bit of ammo and a couple of guns. All right, we're carrying light now. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I think we're going to explore that fiery wreck in a moment because it might have some more gear as well. But let's finish with this one. There's at least a tin can. There might be more on the other side. Anyway, let's read your comments. Let's see. What are you guys saying? I love Fallout 4. I'm playing through the Far Harbor DLC. I love the setting. That's Endors, talking about Far Harbor. Holy Wildflower says, wow. Sir Puffington says Far Harbor, peak Fallout. Agreed. Well, almost agreed. My favorite is actually Nuka World, but I also love Far Harbor. I think they are badass DLCs. Chewy says, hip hip hooray, go kill Marcy Long today. No way, bro. The real Mothman says, you're making me want to boot up Fallout 4. Lucian says, I'm speechless. They just two-shotted me in power armor. Yeah, Lucian, if you put in the buffs to make the enemies stronger, it's severe, right? Like you have to run after one shot. You get one shot, and if you live, lucky you, run and chem up. That's why I've had a bunch of people in the game who are watching me play who don't know that I have all these mods on to make it harder. And they'll say crazy things like, get out of your power armor and just raw dog it, bro. Like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I gotta be in power armor and take every chem if I want to survive all the mods I've installed. Like, it's dangerous, you know? Anyway, Lucian says, I'm speechless. They just two-shot me in power armor. Yep. Lark says, I noticed you're streaming. I'm going to lurk for a bit. Thank you, you angel. I appreciate you so much. The real Mothman says, who? And then the big boom. Yeah. Holy Wildflower says, do you have any plans for the illegal alien space aliens? I don't even know what that means. Do you mean the actual aliens that are in Fallout 4? I mean, yeah. I mean, when they show up, I plan to kill them and take their guns. I think I already have. Endor says, do it. Sir Puffington says, Nuke World Far Harbor is peak. I mean, I respect your opinion, Sir Puffington. Mothman says, I will. Chewy says, are you going to kill Marcy again? No. The real Mothman says, just explore. Okay. I think some of you guys were not talking to me. I think you were talking to each other about things that were going to happen maybe in Lucian's game. But I ain't worried about it. I ain't sad. You guys talk away while I look through this mess.
Thanks for the follow, Mighty Mouse on TikTok.
All right, TikTok popping off. Welcome, Mighty Mouse. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm kind of surprised. We're doing really well on this stream, and I wasn't even planning to stream tonight. I just did it on a whim. I just posted in my Discord. I was like, I kind of feel like doing Fallout 4 again. And Lucian was on Discord, and he's like, do it. So I did. There were no bodies here. This vertibird just crashed right in front of us, and no bodies came out. Oh, wait, there's one. No, those are just the robots from before. All right.
All right.
Thanks, Matthew. I don't know what's going on with this vertibird, and I don't know why that one crashed. There are no enemies around. These vertibirds should not be taking damage. I'm not sure what they're up to. Let's see. Chewy says, favorite Far Harbor perks? ? And then Nanini, are you kidding me? Right on top of me and damaged me? Bro. Why you gotta be like that, game? Alright, I'll take the wild mute fruit. At least I get that. But dang, why would you? Why were they crashing? Nobody was shooting at them. Are they like on a timer, like they have to crash? Is that a deal with them? And there's a little bit of body, which means there was at least one person in this one that we should be able to find. I don't see a corpse. Wait, there's a little bit of a corpse. Look at that. Okay, we'll take all his loot. Dang. I'm not sure what is going on with these vertibirds. You know, there is a mod you guys can get. Since everybody is currently talking about mods and modding, and you guys are adding mods into your games while I'm streaming, there is a mod you can get that gives the vertibirds like 1,000 extra hit points so that they don't die so easily. So if you want to look that up, just look up vertibird mods and you'll find there's one mod that makes the vertibirds actually function like real helicopters that should survive a bullet or two. Smoke It says hola, and I missed somebody else. I got Nanini. Oh, we're talking about favorite Far Harbor perks with Chewy too. We should talk about that. Vertibirds are objects meant to combust on gust of wind. Sebastian says hello. Hello, Sebastian on TikTok. Smoke It says they're just super fragile. NPCs will randomly shoot them down. I know, but there was nobody shooting right now when this one came down out of the air. That's why I'm curious about it. Like, what happened? Oh, and it won't. There we go. Okay. I don't know why these two died because nobody was shooting at them, but maybe somebody was shooting at them and I was just so far away that I could not hear the gunfire, although that's weird, but yeah, I guess it could be a thing. Okay. Let's take a look at this one that crashed. Is there anything over here? It is just a Brotherhood of Steel, everybody crashes and dies kind of day. Oh, I just lost a power core. Shoot. Let's see what you guys are saying, and then we got to do some stuff. MC says, I don't even use mods. I feel like it's too much work. It is work, MC. Don't do it. It's a pain in the butt. Smoke It says, Sir Buffington. The real Mothman says it sounds like bad design. I mean, they're supposed to be, supposedly, the vertibirds are dragons from Skyrim, right? Because it uses the same engine, and they just reskinned them. The dragons from Skyrim basically got frozen so the wings don't flap, and so they have roughly the same hit points as a dragon in Skyrim. But they really should have adjusted that. They should have made them very different. Anyway, let's see here. Sir Puffington says, Zazingus. Nanini says, maybe NPCs from another location started shooting them. Yeah, I think you might be right, Nanini. Sebastian says, how long have you been playing Fallout 4? Since it came out in 2015, but I've been streaming for about 5.5 months. I have about 6,000 hours in the game. About, roughly. How about you, Sebastian? How long have you been doing it? Smoke It says, bubbles. I don't know what that's for. I assume you're doing smoke bubbles. Stewie says, that's over 100 caps right there. And then Lucian says, oh my god, I can't even read what you just wrote, Lucian. That's something else. The real Mothman says, freaking ads. Somebody bought a sub for the stream. Hopefully, Real Mothman, the next time somebody gifts subs, hopefully you'll get it so you don't have to worry about ads. We'll see if that happens. Oh, goodness. Okay. Dang. Real Mothman says, get out. No, seriously. Somebody was buying subs. Maybe you'll get one. Nanini says, 6,000 hours. Yes, Nanini, 6,000. But I've been playing since 2015, right? That's only, what? That's 10 years. That's 600 hours a year. That's 50 hours a month. It's not that much, actually, when you think of it like that. It's 50 hours a month. Anyway, MC says, I know I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry here in YouTube about ads. LOL. Yeah, I know. Until I make partner with YouTube, and then you're gonna have to worry. But that's a long ways away. I don't think I have very many subs on YouTube. Sebastian says, I just started to get into it, but then I ran into a glitch that caused my game to be almost unplayable. Damn, I'm sorry, Sebastian. Oh, wait, Chewy just did it.
_S0 up gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
The real Mothman, now is the question, did you get one? It's going to be so funny if you didn't get one.
Hype train started.
Oh, we got hype train. That is so cool. Guys, so I had to ask you again though, because I got my first hype train like months ago. I got my second hype train like 2 days ago. This is the third time I've got a hype train. I don't even know what you do to get a hype train or how they start or what you do with them. I was asking like 2 streams back, like, what do I do with a hype train? And nobody knew. If you guys know what's supposed to happen with a hype train, let me know. Okay, hold on. Let's freeze the rain for a moment. Let's freeze us so that I can actually talk to you guys without the rain pouring down. Smoke It says, you should get the FNFAL mod. It's a real world 308 spitting beast. This is in Fallout lore from like 1 and 2, I think. Wait, really? Really? Oh, Smoke It. Thank you so much for saying that on stream, because I'm going to look into that after the stream. Now that sounds like something I might install. That sounds really cool. Thank you so much. The Real Mothman says, you can make big numbers go bigger by playing alongside the stream. Yeah. Okay. Chewy says, fuck, really not Mothman? Wait, you didn't get anything, Nanini? Wait, who didn't get it? Wait, we had one person that we really wanted one person to get it. Who got it? It was the Real Mothman. And he really didn't get one? Oh, that's sad. MC says real ASF for that. Is that real as fuck for that? I don't know. This is an adult stream. We can swear on stream, but I don't know if that's what ASF means, but I assume it does. Lucian says, someone pray for me. The mod brings down my defense on armor. Lucian, you installed a brutal mod. Chewy says, it didn't get Neo either. And I'm just kidding, Neo, you're awesome. Sebastian says, that glitch is a weird artifacting with the water and explosions. When I look at water, it glows green. Oh, that is weird, Sebastian. Smoke It says, it has unique legendaries too. Oh.
Nanini623 just followed on Twitch.
Well, thank you for the follow. All right, we're kicking butt now. Sebastian says it's a weird artifacting. Smoke It says it's unique legendaries. Real Mothman says, wait, who did get one? I don't know. I can look. I don't know if it's going to show me. Let's see. Does it say who got them? It says Chewy did it. So thank you, Chewy. That's Maru. It says Level 11 got one. Lero K's got one. Soulsborne got one. Uber Pink got one. And Clueless got one? That's so nice. Clueless be cool. Clueless be cool. I'm glad Clueless got something. Okay, that's interesting. That's a bunch of people who are not in the chat right now, though. That's kind of wild. Lucian says, how many people are watching this live? Lucian, I'll show you. Hold on, let me show you. Jarvis, show chat numbers. It did it. Okay, give it one moment, and it'll show up on screen for you guys near the top. It'll show you chat numbers. Mothman says 20 on purple. Yeah. There you go, guys. You can see it now. Chewy says Borderlands 2 beats Fallout 76. Fight me. Borderlands 2 is actually pretty good. I liked 1 and 2. I thought they were great. I wouldn't fight over that. That sounds like a truthful statement. Okay. I want to get out of the rain. I'm going to Oberland, and we are going to use a weather firework to turn off the rain if we can. And then we're going to do stuff. Lucian says, damn, we got 30 people. Let's go. Not yet, Curie.
Found anyone yet. Please continue your search.
Okay, Curie. Let's get to this firework mortar. Oh, thank you for the likes, Corey. Corey, are you on the list yet? Oh, you are. You're third place. Thank you so much, Corey. I really appreciate it. Let's get the likes going. All right. Let's fire that bad boy off.
Thanks for the follow, Sebastian on TikTok.
Okay. All right. We're doing great now. Corey says, are there any issues while streaming on so many platforms? Yeah, Corey, there are huge issues. So, Corey, here's a bunch of the issues when you stream on multiple platforms like that. So each time you stream out to a platform, and sometimes multiple times on a platform, you have to do its own individual feed. I thought it would be smart if you could do one feed and then all the platforms pull that one feed and they all use it. And there is a system that you can get that does that, but I don't have it. I use OBS, and OBS requires me to do an individual stream for each individual platform. And if I want to do like different views, you know how you can do like a tall view for cell phones where you've got like your head on the top and then the game underneath? If you want to do a cell phone view, that's an additional stream. So you could have like the regular widescreen on YouTube and then the cell phone view on YouTube. You could have the same thing for Twitch and all those guys, TikTok. Each time you do one of those, it's a new stream. And so you have to have the ability to upload to the internet that fast. Each stream is about 6 megabits. So if you did 4 platforms like I'm doing, you need to have 6 times 4. So you'd have to have about 24 megabits per second upload speed. And really you need a lot more than that because you need a megabit or 2 of headroom per stream. So you really need about 30 megabits in order to do 4. Now, I got really lucky when I started streaming like 5 months ago. I had about 30, 38, 39, something like that. And then just in the last month, Comcast upgraded me for free, which is wild. And they upgraded me to insanity. Like, oh God, what was it? It was like 500 megabits, like an insane number. Like I can do dozens of multi-streams right now. And it won't saturate my internet line. It is insanity. I think the only reason that can happen right now is because I'm in Silicon Valley where all the tech is. And so I think everything's just getting upgraded across the board. But if you're out in like rural anywhere, you're not getting that kind of connectivity. I got insanity. Didn't even ask for it. Happy to have it. But that's not the only problem you have to deal with when you multi-stream. The other big problem that you have to deal with is your computer will start dying. Like the more stuff you have to do, the more your computer like begs for mercy. I'm right on the edge, and you guys will see it too. Some of you guys will remember this. In my previous streams, you might remember you're watching and you see me here waving like hi, and every now and then my face will freeze, but the audio won't freeze, and the video game itself won't freeze. Just me. Like the video of me. That's because my computer is currently trying to do so many different things. I've got external webcams dropping video in. I've got OBS combining video streams. I've got my video card sending out tons of different streams. There's a point where the computer just begs for mercy and it just freezes and locks up stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of issues about what I'm doing. And I'm just really fortunate. That's kind of the deal. I'm just lucky. You can do a little bit though. Like most people could do 2 or 3 streams. If you're even with like a slightly slower internet connection, you can generally get 1 or 2 or 3 streams uploaded to the internet if you're careful with it. Anyway, let me read some comments and then we'll keep going. While I'm here in this interface and there's nobody shooting at me, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Corey says, are there any issues while streaming on so many platforms? Yeah, we covered that. Chewy says, wood wood. Damn, you made me say that? The real Mothman says, remember to thank your driver. Chewy says, Fallout 4 crashing is an issue, period. Smoke It says, I've never seen someone stream this many platforms. It's so peak. It's really good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm having fun. I did it for an ego reason, Smoke It, to be honest with you. And I don't mean ego like I want to have a big ego. But what I do mean is, if you've ever tried streaming, one of the things that everybody hates, that is kind of sad and frustrating, is if you see your viewer count go down to 0, it totally demotivates you. And a lot of people will tell you, like, just don't look at the view count. Just assume there's people in the stream and just keep going. And for me, I thought, instead of assuming there's people in the stream and keep going and like trying to like pretend or lie to myself that I have viewers when I don't, I thought, what if I just had like 4 different platforms, 10 different platforms? There's always going to be somebody on one, right? And I thought that'll at least keep me from like despairing, like that I'm streaming to nobody. I'll have somebody somewhere on one platform at least. You know what I mean? Anyway, the Real Mothman says, thank you. Sebastian says, what are your computer specs? It's a 4070 with 12 gigs for the video card. And it's a really good for the CPU, but by really good, I mean what was really good 18 months ago, which isn't that great now. It's still really good, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like you could, whatever
Thanks
you got
for the
now
follow. John Fallout on TikTok
is going to be so much better. But it was good when I got it. And you know what I should do? Thank you for asking that, Sebastian. I got to remember this on the stream too. After the stream, I'm going to go onto, Twitch and Kick at the very least, because they have little panels you can put in by your stream. I'm going to put in computer specs because people have been asking that lately. So I gotta tell you guys what I'm doing. Rush is here, says, hello. Sorry I'm late. I've been busy. MC says, God, it's hot here in California. I hate it. It is, right? It's like 9 or 10. It's 9:23 and I'm boiling here in California. Windows open. I'm boiling. Rush says, what is the temperature? I don't know what it is right now, dude, but I'm sweating. John Fallout has arrived. John says, hi. John Fallout, welcome. Nice to see Mr. Fallout here watching Fallout. MC says, it says 70, but it feels like 80. Yeah, I agree. MC says, even after I open all the windows in my room, yes. MC, you and I, we might be close by because this is what I'm feeling too. It feels like 80,
Thanks for the
85,
follow. Corey
90.
Monkey on TikTok.
Thank you for the follow, Corey. All right. Smoke It says, that makes sense. It's actually really smart. Nuka Enjoyer says, hi, old man Fallout. Hello, Nuka Enjoyer. Nuka Enjoyer, we have been making some Nuka-Colas lately, so it's been really nice. It's nice to have you here. You're on theme. You're on theme for the video today. Rush says, it's a bummer. I like it when it's 102 or 104. You're crazy, Rush. Sebastian says, I also have a 12 gig 4070. Yeah, they were a good value, right? Like the 4070s with 12 gigs. You need the 12. Everything else was stuck at 8, and it's just not enough anymore. So you had to bump up to 12, and the 4070 was where the price point was actually pretty competitive. That was the good one. Smoke It says, luckily we haven't broke 100 in Texas yet. Yeah. Oh, you trying to get me to do the, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. John Fallout says, Fallout is way too good. MC says, I'm in Los Angeles here in California. Oh, you're Southern California. I'm Northern California. It's still hot as hell up here too, though. Rush says, when I was in Indio, California 20 years ago, it was 105 and I loved it. That's crazy, Rush. Adrux says, hello on Twitch. Hello. Sebastian on TikTok says, I got mine for 350 on Black Friday. Oh, damn. All right. That's not bad. The Real Mothman says, hello. The Real Mothman is not saying hi because he's just shown up. The Real Mothman is saying hello to everybody who's coming in.
Adrux237 just followed on Twitch.
Thank you, Adrux, for following. All right. We're kicking butt tonight. That's so wild. I wasn't even going to stream tonight. And it's been such a good stream already. That's crazy. Miguel says, Rush, I know you would have loved Arizona because of the heat. Yeah, I bet you he would have. This guy loving 105 degrees. Yeah. Rush says, I'm going to miss Jack in the Box. I don't know what that's about, though. Endor says, hi to everyone coming in. I know, right? A bunch of people just dropped in. It's so great. Woo, let's keep going. Let's dump some stuff that I don't need to have on me right now. And then let's keep going. I want to... Oh.
An anonymous user gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
Let's see if the real Mothman got that one. Hold on. I want to tap out and just check who got that one. Hold on. The poor real Mothman totally wants one. Is he getting it? No, Neo got it. Well, that's actually cool though. Neo's a great guy. Neo's a good streamer too. He's awesome. So I'm glad Neo's getting something. That's awesome. But thank you for the community subs. That's really good. Rush says I did go to Arizona a while ago. It was great. Other than the train tracks that were a few yards away from the house. Yeah, that makes sense. Smoke It says I'll be back in a sec. The real Mothman says I give up. I know you can't get lucky. Poor real Mothman. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. Oh,
An
no.
anonymous user gifted a tier 1
Wait.
subscription to their Al Mothman 12.
It happened. The real Mothman. You totally need to thank whoever just did that. That's amazing. Somebody targeted you because her laughing about you not getting anything. Oh, that's cool. Real Mothman says, thank you for the gift sub. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. Okay, I did something wrong. This is what I did wrong. I was having so much fun talking to you guys that I started putting food in the wrong box. Hopefully I didn't put anything else wrong. It's supposed to be ammo and weapons and armor in here. That's the ammo. That looks good. Then weapons, armor, and then nothing. Yeah, we're doing good. Okay. Everything else goes in here. Okay. Let's do food again for a second time. Oh no, I didn't mean to get rid of the cram. I actually like a little bit of cram. It's actually a decent food. Let's get rid of the dandy boy though. When it's stout, irradiated blood. Oh, wait, I'm curious about something from the last stream. I don't know if you guys remember this, but the last stream we were making Nuka-Colas, and in fact, we do have somebody in the stream right now who's a Nuka-Cola lover. We were making Nuka-Colas and we made Nuka Freeze, Nuka Awesomes. I don't remember what they were. Let's see if they're here. They're not here. They're in another settlement. Anyway, we were making a new Nuka-Cola using the Nuka mixing station, and it gave you 2 points of healing per second, but it required you to use up a Nuka Cherry and a Nuka-Cola. You had to use one of each in order to make this new Super Nuka-Cola. And I just wanted to be sure that the new cola had more healing than the 2 individual colas. So let's take a look at that right now. These guys have to be less than 2. And Nuka Cherry's half. Nuka-Cola's 0.2. Oh, so it's really worth it. Oh, we really want to mix them. So Nuka-Cola gives you 0.2, Nuka Cherry gives you 0.5. That's a total of 0.7. But if you mix them at the mixing station, you get 2. More than double the healing. It's way good to mix them. That's good to know. Okay. Let's see. MC says, the Twitch gods must have felt bad. This is a winning moment. Yeah, for real, Mothman, it's true. Rush says, why is the Mothman here and not in Appalachia? Endor says, cram, I know. Cram does a lot of it. Like 1 cram feeds you, whereas a bunch of other items, you need 2 of them to feed you. So cram is good for getting your hunger taken care of in survival mode. It does give you 5 rads though, which is kind of sucky, but you know, whatever. Can't win them all. Rush says, I was going to hunt for you in 76 a few months from now. Oh, right, the Mothman? Yeah. I was telling him, I was asking him like 2 streams back, I was like, are you named after the Mothman in Fallout 76? Endor says, wait, Nuka Freeze? Is that what it is? You might be right. It might be called Nuka Freeze. You might be right, Endor. In fact, let's put a mixing station down right here in this settlement and mix some right now. Let me mix some, and then I'm going to read Lucian and Rush's comments. So let's see here. Let's turn on a light. Oh, that light did not help much. And let's throw a mixing station somewhere. What about right here inside? Let's throw it down right here. And let's also eat, because it looks like we're hungry, and it looks like we're also hurt. What's going on? We need parasites. We have parasites. Let's fix that. Antibiotics, food, water. Oh, I got a ton of water now. Okay, great. All right, save. And let's build a Nuka mixer, and let's try it. Let's see if it is Nuka Freeze that we're talking about. Why am I not building? There we go. Okay. Under resources, maybe? Where are... No. It's under crafting, right? Okay, for this settlement, do we want quartz, quantum, orange, or victory? We're going to go with victory for here. Let's see if we can straighten this out using the wall to predict. Come on, come on. Oh, we got it. Oh, that is pretty darn straight. Come on. Good. Okay. Let's build some of them right now and just see. It wasn't Nuka Freeze, apparently. There's Nuka Free, which is not good enough. I don't like it. We're not going to make any Nuka Free. It was this one. It's Nuka-Cola spelled wrong. This Nuka-Cola requires a Nuka Cherry at 0.5 healing, a Nuka-Cola at 0.2 healing, but then you get 2 points of healing per second out of it for 1 minute and 40 seconds. So you get 200 points of healing total. We don't need any of the cherries. We don't need any of the base colas. Let's just build all Nukas. Those are superior. Those are superior. Let's only do those. Okay. We dumped a ton of stuff into the workshop. We're going to dump a little bit more. We're going to sleep for the night, and then we're going to move on a quest. Let's see. Let's dump all the junk. We want to keep all these bullets, but we do want to get rid of those Nukas that we just made to a degree. We'll keep 2 of them. Okay. That's great. Oh, wait. And let's grab any water that's in here. And then let's see what's going on with you guys talking in the stream. Okay. We want to get rid of all these fusion cores. These need to be sold at some point. They're all used up. Well, not that one. Most of them are. How are we doing on carrying capacity? Let's dump a couple of these weapons that I don't want to keep right now, including the alien blaster. Okay. So 48 and 10 millimeter, those are the 2 that we're keeping right now on us as like our main items. Okay, good. I see you guys asking me to tell you stories. Let me see if I can see what you guys are asking, and then I will do it. By the way, you guys, on the last stream, we had like 3 or 4 opportunities for me to tell you guys a story, and I blew it on all 3 or 4 times. And so now I'm reviewing the stream to jog my memory so that I can actually just tell you guys those stories on my next stream. I was kind of bummed because I was rewatching it a little bit, and as I watched it, I was like, wait a second, I was supposed to tell a story there, and I didn't do it. So we're going to do it this time. Well, not this time. The upcoming stream. The upcoming stream, we're going to do it.
So well.
I have to jog my memory.
Thanks for the follow, Alex on TikTok.
Thank you, Alex on TikTok. That is so nice.
Be careful dealing with those raiders. Mercy ain't their strong suit.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Settler. Thank you for the warning. And then, looks like the real Mothman says, I guts to go. And then Lucian says, tell us lore. So, real Mothman, I just want to say thanks for hanging out. And I'm glad you got your sub. That was important. I'm glad it happened for you. Okay. Wow, this place is popping. Let's freeze them and take a look at your comments. Okay. Rush says, I was going to hunt for you in 76 a few months from now. There we go. Lucian says, tell us the lore, how you started popping off. I don't know. What do you mean? How I started popping off? Do you mean how I got viewers for the channel? I don't know how I'm getting viewers for this channel. I think I'm just a goofball. That's probably it. Although I do have to tell you guys, I was just telling you I was reviewing this stream from yesterday. And the way I reviewed it is I just put it on in the background while I was doing dishes. And I realized I think I have one small baby talent, maybe, which is I don't shut up. I mean, I don't stop talking, which is very obnoxious in real life. But if you're trying to do something while the stream is going, you don't miss anything generally. I'm narrating everything. So you can just listen for a couple minutes and you don't miss very much, which I think is probably nice. Anyway, Rush says, you are going to freak when you get a hold of Nuka Void. Rush says its healing factor is insane, even in survival. Rush, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Makoto_shark just followed on Twitch.
Makoto, thank you so much for the follow. Damn, everything is popping off tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, Real Mothman says goodbye. Rush says, so is Nuka Hardy. It's one of my favorites. And then Smokin' says he's back. All right. Alex says, I'm still new to Fallout, so it's cool seeing a stream. Alex, happy to have you. Happy to answer questions if you want to. If you have questions, you can throw them at me. I do miss things. My streams have started to pick up pace, and it's starting to get so fast that sometimes I can't keep up. So if I miss something, you can definitely throw it back at me and we'll try again, and I'll eventually get to you. Endor says, take care. MC says, would you consider doing a New Vegas stream in the future? Or are you only going to do 3 and 4? I'm going to do 3 and 4 for now. I'm going to do Outer Worlds, Baldur's Gate 3, and Oblivion. And of those 5, currently have 3 running. I have Fallout 4 running, Fallout 3 running, and Baldur's Gate 3 running. I'm doing all those 3 live streams. And technically today was supposed to be Fallout 3, but I was just having so much fun with 4, I couldn't stop. But probably the next few streams will be Fallout 3, and the next few after that will be Baldur's Gate 3, and then we'll come back to 4 in like a week or 2 or 3. Yeah. Rush says barf. I know why you're barfing, Rush. You've been around long enough for me to know why you're barfing. I feel you. I feel you. And Endor says, all of those Nuka combos. Yeah. Sir Puffington says, have you ever tried to collect all the recipes and had one glitch all the way out of your game in survival mode? It's one of the few reasons that I hate Nuka World. No, I've never had a problem with it. That's wild. Rush says, I'll definitely be here for Baldur's Gate 3, though. That's really nice. That's really nice. Oh, and it looks like Endor triggered a Fallout fact. So Stream Elements is giving us a Fallout fact. By the way, I got to tell you guys, we're using AI to deliver the Fallout facts. And the AI is familiar with Fallout 1, 2, 3, 4. It's also familiar with all the branch series like Brotherhood of Steel, Tactics, blah, blah, blah. But it is nonetheless AI. It does hallucinate, meaning sometimes the facts that it creates are total lies, total fabrications. Having said that, let's see what it came up with. It says, hey, Endor Express, did you know that Fallout 4's secret weapon is the Fat Man? It's so iconic and overpowered. It's basically the chat's favorite way to say bye-bye to enemies. I mean, nothing he said is really wrong. It's just that I don't know that it's a secret weapon. It's not secret. They don't hide the Fat Man. They're all over the place. Oh, well, whatever. Rush says, Baldur's Gate 3, Fallout 3, rock on, Rush, rock on, Rush. Huffington says, I had to redo all of Nuka World 5 times to 100% all the achievements, and Far Harbor only took 2. Dang, you're 100%ing this stuff? That's crazy, Sir Puffington. MC says, I wish Nuka World made me not do raider type of stuff when I just want to do quests and get the XP without anyone hating me. Ooh, MC, I should tell you though. You probably already know this. I'll tell you anyway, just in case someone new on stream, like Alex. Here, let me freeze the game again for a second. Let's save it and freeze it. MC, when you go to Nuka World, you can talk to the raiders. You fight the raiders to get in, become the leader of the raiders. You can do all their quests to take over Nuka World, not the Commonwealth. Take over all 5 parks. What is it? Like Kitty World and the Animal World, the old-fashioned old Western place, the Galaxy, whatever it's called. Take over all the amusement parks. Then you talk to Mackenzie in the merchant area. She gives you the quest to kill the raiders. You kill them, having done all their quests in Nuka World. Don't ever come into the Commonwealth. If you do it like that, you get all the loot from Nuka World, and you get to do all their quests in Nuka World, but you never come into the Commonwealth and piss off Preston Garvey. And then you take out the raiders after that, and then you can come back to Preston Garvey and he's fine. And if you guys are really smart, you'll install a mod called We Are the Minutemen, because what that does is it lets the Minutemen aid you in taking out Nuka World. And then after you win, the Minutemen will stay in Nuka World and hang out, so it's not abandoned and empty like a ghost town. It's really cool. Let's see. Rosia says, hello. Welcome, welcome. Sir Puffington says, Far Harbor factions actually are interesting. Yeah, they are. Rush says, just not the game that shall not be named. I know, I feel you, Rush. I feel you, Rush. I know you. Puff says, the Nuka Raiders are kind of boring. Yeah. I like them okay. They're kind of fun just for the silliness of it. You know what I mean? Especially the pack, the animal guys. They're wild. Endor says, welcome. Rush says, I did my 80th 100% last night as of 4 p.m. Damn, good for you. Wait, 80 100% all in Fallout or in many games? I mean, that's a lot of 100%ing, dude. That's like you're dedicating your life to it. Dang. Rush says, I only have 3 characters that are completely dedicated to the raiding life. Puffington says, I'm trying to get platinum. Puffington says 5 times is too much for any DLC. Tova says, wait, they will do what? I was lurking. I just heard the end of that. Tova, I don't know what you're referring to, but here's my guess. You're talking about the Minutemen. There is a mod you can get that is called We Are the Minutemen. And what it does is it gives you like a radio beacon. And when you go to Nuka World, when you're ready to fight them, so you don't want to trigger it at the beginning when you're just meeting them, right? You'll meet the raiders, you'll have fun with the raiders, do their quests, whatever. But when you're finally ready to do Mackenzie's quest, to take out the raiders and free the merchants, when you're ready to do that, you trigger the We Are the Minutemen mod. It's a radio beacon. It summons Minutemen to your location. It takes a while. It takes like a couple hours in game time, which is really just a few minutes in the real world. But after a little bit of time, the Minutemen will converge on your spot and they're like, we're ready, General. And then you guys all just rush into Nuka World and you just murder the raiders. It's awesome. Let's see. Endor says, is that Minutemen mod available for Xbox? That one is, I think, but sadly it might not be with the radio that triggers them to help you fight. I'm not 100% sure. I think the radio might need the scripting engine. I think you can get We Are the Minutemen without the radio, but don't hold me to that. We should all look. If anybody knows, you should definitely tell us in the chat if you know. Rush says, Miguel, it is a way to do evil characters. That's true. Miguel says, I wish you told me that because they hate me on my main when I myself didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, definitely time for a new character. Rosia says, I'm just drinking some ice cold Nuka Quantum in real life. I'm jealous. I wanted to buy some of the real Nuka Quantum. I was in a store the other day. They had the Jones Blueberry Cola, which looks like Nuka Quantum, but isn't. And I know Jones makes the Quantum, and I wanted some, but they didn't have it. They only had the berry. Tova says, yes, the Minutemen. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we got you. We got you covered, Tova. That is so good. Yeah, We Are the Minutemen is the mod. Exactly. Miguel talks to Rush. Rush talks to Miguel. Lucian says it is. Sir Puffington says Platinum takes 1,200 hours in survival. Not even Dark Souls Platinum took that long. Tova says, is that on the PC? And if on PC, is it Nexus or Inside Fallout? I'm doing Nexus. I got all of it from Nexus. Yeah, it's on PC. Rush says the one trophy that is hell is 100,000 tickets. Yeah, I've never bothered. I'm not doing that one. That's crazy. That one's nuts. Sir Buffington says, no, that one's easy. Wait, it is for you? I would never. That one takes so much work for me. Okay, Sir Puffington, you got some skills, bro. You got some skills that I don't have. Oh my goodness. Oh, what do we got? Tova!
Nader just followed on Twitch.
Tova says, okay, cool, thanks. I have to...
You're nothing.
Oh my god. Okay, Brotherhood. Tova says, oh, did I just miss Tova? No, she says, okay, cool, thanks. I have to harass one of the...
Just followed on Twitch.
Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Man, all of the systems are popping off tonight. I don't know what's going on. I mean, Twitch has got big numbers, but everybody's been following on all the different platforms. It's been really good and fun. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. This has been a really nice night. Okay, I was trying to read Tova, though. She says, okay, cool, thanks. I have to harass one of the menfolk I live with to install this for me. Thank you. Yeah, go for it. Rush says, old man follow 8,000 hours, man. I told you. Yep, you did tell me. Sir Puffington says top. Solution says, no, that got me screwed up, bro. The mod has me at 90 carry weight, and I don't have a companion with me, so I'm cooked. Yes. Lucian, are you talking about survival mode or a different thing, like a mod of some kind that you're referring to? Survival mode carry weight is rough. It's gonna be hard to fix carry weight in survival mode. Let's see here. I already get that box. I did. Let's get up on the roof. Good. Okay. I just want to stand here for a minute and look at what you're saying. Sir Puffington says there's a method to glitch 2 arcade games together, so each point you score doubles your tickets. Oh, well, you're glitching your way through it, Sir Puffington. That's the answer. Okay. Sir Buffington says, without exploit, or not Sir Buffington, Rush says, Sir Buffington, I want to do it without exploits. Yeah. Tova says, is there a mod that allows me to get achievements and still have mods? Yes, but we learned this last night. We had somebody else on stream. I don't know if they're here tonight, but somebody on stream last night was asking about that. And they kept asking, and nobody in the chat knew. And so eventually I just paused my game and looked it up for them. And there are a bunch of mods that will let you have achievements turned back on, but they all require the scripting engine, the Fallout 4 scripting engine. That's only available on PC, which means the achievement mods are only available on PC. So you'd install the scripting engine on PC, then you'd install the re-enable achievements mod on PC, and then you'd be good. Yeah. Okay, you guys are talking about doing the 100%. Yep. Okay, good. Lucian says that was me talking about it. Yeah, there we go. It was Lucian. Okay, great. Tova says that's lovely. I have to figure out which one works for me.
Life of Chai has arrived.
Life of Chai is here, my hero. Okay, Life of Chai is here. Welcome. Hello, Life of Chai. And Life of Chai gifted a sub.
Gifted 1 subscriptions to the community.
What are we up to tonight, you guys? That's a lot of gifted subs. Let's take a look. I haven't done this in a while. Jarvis, show credits.
Oh, I see you every night, babe, and I'll woo you.
Okay, let's see what happens here, because I think that this is going to show the subs that have been gifted. I'm not 100% sure because I don't control the credit screen, but let's just see if it shows stuff. Crazy people who gave gift subs. Chewy and Life of Chai. Really nice. It doesn't say how many, though. I think Chewy gave 10. Am I wrong, Chewy? I think you gave 10 or even 11. And then Life of Chai gave 1. We're up to 12 maybe today? That's really nice. Thank you, guys. That is really cool. Oh! Who is that?
Tova_Mayor just cheered 100 bits on Twitch.
That's so cool. Wait, let's see if Tova shows up on the bits now. Does Tova show up? Tova's there under new follower. Does Tova also show up under bits? Let's see. I got this credit screen from another streamer, and he's got it set up the way he wanted it. I've modified it a little bit to look a little better as far as I'm concerned. But, oh, it doesn't show bits, does it? We might have to modify it. Let's get some bits going with it. Jarvis, hide credits. Thank you, Jarvis. Lord Larian's here. Lord Larian says, Old Man Fallout. Wow, we got tons of people. Tova says 100 bits. I might be new here, but this is in case chat wants to hype train. We did have a hype train going a little bit ago. That's pretty cool. Thank you so much, Tova. I don't know if it's still going, but it's very nice to try. Thank you. Dang, we might want to go in there. Let's see what you guys are saying. Sir Puffington says it's too much on any game. You guys are talking about the 100,000 tickets and all that stuff. Okay, we'll gloss over that part. Let's see. Stream Elements says, huzzah to Lord Lariant for lurking. Thank you for helping to keep viewership up. Thank you, Lord Lariant. Sir Puffington says, that's like all my Skyrim, Fallout, and Dark Souls hours combined, dude. 10,000 hours is like 5 years of time. Yeah, it's a lot. Rush says, I was blessed with dedication. Tova says, I've spent 90% of my entertainment fund on this game. I mean, Fallout might be worth it, especially if you can find a way to keep it stable. Speaking of which, let's save. Holy cow, let's save. MC says, I'm just here thinking, do I do the Nuka quest or do I kill to gain XP? Rush says, we're past tickets now. We're talking about hours. Yeah, you're 10,000 hours, 20,000 hours. Wait, Rush, you're not the person who had 20, are you? I was telling you guys yesterday on chat, somebody like 3 streams back said, like, how many hours do you have in the game? And I said, about 6,000 hours. And they said, oh, that's not much. I said, well, how many do you have? And they said 20,000 hours. And I was like, holy cow, I didn't think anybody had that many hours in the game. It's crazy. Wow. Rosia says, I'm curious, what's your favorite power armor suit, modded or not? Everybody saw my favorite from about 15 streams back. I was playing another character called Murder, and we were in Nuka World, and we were desperately trying to get the Nuka Quantum power armor that's in Nuka World. That's the one we really like. That's the one I love. I think it's great. I think it looks good. I think it's cool. It's powerful. It's awesome. Tova says, I meant since I watch it, I give back like I'm spending for cable TV. I love it, Tova. I love it. Thank you so much. It's good. MC says, we just love Fallout. You can't blame us, I say. I agree. Rosia says, I have that armor. Yeah, it's great armor, right? It's not the best in the game, but it's the funnest in the game as far as I'm concerned. It's really good. Rush says, 20,000 was when I played Dynasty Warriors 4. Puffington says, I just want to platinum 90% of my games. I don't care if I 100% a game in 50 hours. Unless I like it, like Fallout. Then I'll spend thousands. Yep. Rosia says, I have just about every suit of power armor in the game and a few mod sets. Not bad. Not bad. I think I have every set of armor in the game, but not on this character. This is character number 15 or 16. And she's only level like 35. Let's take a look and see what she is. No, 38. Oh, and about to hit 39. Look at that. I just need to have somebody breathe XP on me for 1 hot second, and I'll be level 39. And it's going to go into Armorer, because we want to get a jetpack for our armor. Oh, and let's... Hang on. While we're in there, I've been reading comments for probably about an hour now, not actually doing anything in the game. I think it's time. I think it's time we do stuff. And what we want to do is... Oh, is it a miscellaneous quest? This one. We want to report back to Deb. All right. Let's remove my custom marker. And where are we? We're here? Guys, I think we're going to do... Oh, no. Did it just crash? I think it just crashed. It did. Man, I'm so good. Did you guys see that? Literally before it crashed, what did I say? I said, we better save. Damn, I'm good. I think I literally only lost a single minute. Like when we load up the save file, I think we'll literally only be 1 minute back. This is awesome. Oh, man. Man. Where are we? Yes, look at that. Hot damn. Tova says your save could not have been better timed. I know. Rosia says, my favorite not modded power armor is probably the Vim power armor. Yeah, that one's great too. I love it. That one comes with a little story too, right? There's a little like note next to the power armor that notes that they've been under attack, probably from Nuka-Cola, like someone sabotaging their power armors that they're bringing into the Far Harbor. There's a cool little story that goes with that. Rush says the game that shall not be named shall simply stay platinum. I will have no taint to my brain with it any further. Rush, I think you and I are the only people who know what you're talking about, but I love it. All right, let's get that quest back up. Let's get right back to where we were. Report back to Deb. Turn off my marker. And then we're here near the diner. We're going to go over to Bunker Hill. Here's how we're going to get to Bunker Hill. We're not fast traveling. I don't even think we can because we're in survival mode. We're just going to run and gun all our way to Bunker Hill, turn in the quest, and see what happens next. So here we go. Let's go. Let's have a little party. Sir Puffington says, naughty game. I know, it's a very bad game. Rosia says, my favorite modded set is the TES 51 power armor based off of Norse mythology. I don't even know if I know that one. I don't know. Is that from 4 or from 3 or New Vegas? I'm not sure what that one is. I'm not sure I remember that one. Based off of Norse mythology. Or is that just the basic T51? I know one of them has sort of a like horns coming off or something. It kind of looks a little bit like Deku's outfit from My Hero Academia. I know there's one that looks a little bit like that, but I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to. Tova says, okay, but how do you spend 5 to 6 hours a day every day only playing Fallout 4? With sleep and work, that leaves 2 hours a day to do other things. It's so wild to me. You're definitely asking Rush and Puffington and all those guys, because I have 6,000 hours on it, but I have 6,000 hours since 2015. That's only about 50 hours a month, which is only like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a week. So it's just, for me, it's just been like on a Saturday, I play for a while and then I'm done, and that's it. Doing that Saturdays for 10 years, you get 6,000 hours. So the other guys are the ones who have tons and tons of hours in it. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, let's see what else you guys are saying. Rush says, if I want to watch a revenge arc, I'm going to watch Kill Bill. Rush, it's still just you and I know what you're talking about, but I love it. Rosia says, it's from Fallout 4. Oh, is it? Okay. It's a hard mod to find. Really? Then wait a second. Let me save again. Rosia, let's talk. What? This is a special power armor set that's difficult to find. Throw it at me. Give me a hint. Where do we find this? What do we do? I'm interested. I don't think I'm going to do it right now, but I'm just curious. Light my brain up. Let me see if I remember this thing. Miguel says, we're off to the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Except Bunker Hill. Yes. Tova says 20,000 hours is like 5-6 hours a day every single day. Yeah. Well, wait, is it every single day? 20,000 divided by 10 is 2,000 a year. 2,000 a year divided by 365, we'll roughly say 2,000 divided by 400. That's 20 divided by 4, that's 5. No, you're right. 20,000 is 5 hours a day, every day since the game came out. That's crazy math. We don't have to worry about this area. We murdered these guys here on the last stream. They bit it hard. You are right. That is a lot of hours per day. You'd have to assume that they're just binging on the weekend and doing like 2 10-hour days, like Saturday, Sunday. They're doing 20 hours between a Saturday and a Sunday, and then just working regular during the week. That would get them close. If they did that every weekend since the game came out, that would get them close. And it would be reasonable, like a mortal human could pull that off. But we're making a lot of assumptions there. We're very charitable assumptions. Dang, isn't it right around here? I don't want to fight these super mutants. At least not right now. I'm trying to avoid them. There it is. There's the big obelisk. Okay. Let's go away from the super mutants. Wait, I just want to check. Can this door be gone through? No, it can't. Okay. Let's get to the big obelisk. That is what you call this big white thing, right? You call that an obelisk? Am I wrong? I think that's what you call that thing. Oh, you guys said a bunch of stuff. Here's what we're going to do. I'm able to scroll my list of chat comments now. So let me get this quest closed out.
Or
and then I'm going to read your comments. I can scroll back now, so it should be fine.
Only place caravan folk have to mingle together, you know?
Bunker Hill doesn't have that much going on. But once you're in, you're in. Diamond City can shut you out anytime they want. And they will.
Yep.
yes.
Here we go, Deb.
I cleared the training yard of Farrell's.
Finally, someone that can get things done. Here's your pay. You know,
Woohoo!
Tesla's been looking for someone competent. If you're looking for more work, talk with her. Before you go, though, I was hoping you could spend some of that reward here with little old me.
Sure,
I'll take a
Deb.
look. Sure.
You'll find something you like. Everyone does.
Deb, you've got 33 units of 45. And I am not in my charisma outfit right now. I am in my armor. I'm just going to jump out of the armor real quick.
What are you doing here?
I thought it was time to get back to work, so here I am.
All right, Deb. Ooh, and let's sell Deb some of these power cores that are all burnt out. Okay. I don't know if she can even afford to buy all of them, but we'll try selling to her. And then we'll do another quest.
Looking to trade?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
You may have to dig a little, but I got some choice stuff in there.
Okay, we want to buy her 45 round. Thank you very much. And then we want to sell the fusion cores. Make sure they're selling. No, we don't want to buy. Look at how bad they're selling for. Oh my goodness. Okay, my charisma clothes are not cutting it. Let's get out of here. Cancel trade.
Hey, how's business?
Let's do
What
the
do you need,
tricks. Let's do the tricks. I don't have any. Yikes. Do I have alcohol on me? Let's do Great Mentats alcohol. Let's do a good trade. There's Great Mentats. Oh, there's no... I didn't bring alcohol with me, though. Shoot. Dang. All right, that's all right. That's all right. Let's drink some water. Let's take our level up. Our level up's going straight into armor so we can get jetpack. All right, let's try Deb again. Hopefully this is a better price. Let's see what we get. 45 for 2 caps each. Then let's sell the fusion cores. There we go. Now we maxed it out. Okay, good. 160 is the most you can sell them for. They won't sell for higher. Once you get to 160, you basically got your charisma maxed out and everything's great. So let's sell. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm past her limit. She didn't have enough caps for all that. We'll buy a couple things from her. Anything that has a magnifying glass by it. Those are all the things I've marked because I want them. Let's grab them. Pencil for lead. We'll take the trade because it's aluminum, even though I didn't have it marked. That sounds good. Confirm trade. Now she has 339 caps after I bought all of that. Let me see if I can get some of that back from her. Let's sell off a few more cores. That one. That one. Okay. We did pretty good for ourselves, right? We got her down to 19 caps. We took all our money. I think with this miscellaneous area too, I might also be able to sell off 19 as well, because I think I have some like burnt magazines and stuff. I can only give her one of those. There we go. Got her down to 0 caps. Okay. That feels pretty good. Let's dump the junk. Oh, thank you! Tova with another 100.
Nader just cheered 100 bits on Twitch.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to keep that 92 fusion core. We'll dump all the junk in here just to get my weight back down. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get rid of a little bit of the 10 millimeter, just like 100 units. Because I'm not going to need more than that. I think we're good. Let's get back in the armor. And, okay, so she said we need to talk to Hessler about getting the next quest. But before I do the next quest, whoa, you guys have been popping off in the chat.
Express just shared 100 bits on Twitch.
Endor says, good night, everyone. Take care. And cheers 100 bits. Thank you so much, Endor. All right. And have a good night, my guy. I hope it's really nice. I hope you have a great night. You guys talked a lot on chat, and I now need to address all these comments. We're going to go back through them now that we closed out this quest. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get a look at you guys right here. Let's save. Let's freeze ya. And let's read all these comments. There's so many. How far back do I have to go? Oh my goodness. Okay. Back to Rosia saying it's a hard mod to find. Miguel says we're off to see the wizard at Bunker Hill. Rosia says the one I'm talking about has a steel warhammer in the mod with the suit. I definitely don't have that. Tova says 20,000 hours, 5-6 hours a day. Yep, we got that. Rosia says, I don't fully remember. It's been a while. I just know when the mod is activated, you have to find it in like an old history museum that's added to the map. And in that building, you find the armor suit and the steel warhammer that goes along with it. A history museum. Okay, well, the Museum of History, right? That's the one that we find right at the beginning of the game, isn't it? Am I wrong? But I don't remember a steel warhammer that goes with the armor. Well, we'll take a look. We'll take a look. There might be another history museum I'm not thinking of. Rush says, very well, I'm no coward. I'll die on this hill. Y'all, I can't stand nor will I ever enjoy Fallout New Vegas. There, now you all know and I don't care. Rush. Rush and I have been, we've been buddies because Rush and I both are having trouble with New Vegas. Although I don't hate it like Rush does. Woo, Rush going off. Tova says, I didn't consider weekend binges when considering, you know, the 20,000 hours of Fallout. But yeah, weekend binges. But it would have to be almost nonstop with no breaks. Almost, like every weekend. Maybe you take a weekend or two off over the 10 years, but you wouldn't take a lot of weekends off. It's wild. Tova says, my youngest turns 18 in a couple of days. I didn't get to have 20,000 hours to dedicate to anything other than keeping the herd alive. I'm glad you kept your herd alive. Rush says, obelisk. Thank you. Sounding like a obelisk. Wait, what? Obelisk? I'm not going to worry about it. I wasn't even worrying about pronunciation of the obelisk anyway. I was more worried about if there's a completely different word you call it, like tower. I don't know if there's a word for like all stone building that goes up like that and just has some winding stairs in it, like tower. I don't know what word is right for that, but I'd love to know what Bunker Hill in the real world calls it. Like that would be interesting. Tova says, Rush on YouTube, why don't you like Fallout New Vegas? Oh, you're asking for it, Tova. Bagheera says, good morning from Europe. I hope you're all having fun. Bagheera, that comment was probably from like 8 or 9 minutes ago. I'm just starting to read comments now. I'm just catching up. Sorry I missed you when you came in. I hope you're still around. Rosia says she paid you money and then immediately asked you to buy her stuff with her money again. Yes, I know. She knows too. She knows it's silly, but we did it. Rush says, hello, Bagheera. Rosia says, I'm wrong. The TES-51 is actually inspired by the Skyrim games. Oh, that's why it's TES, for the Elder Scrolls. That makes sense. That makes sense. Good catch, Rosia. Okay. Tova says, are you aware that your YouTube link isn't working? And also, I don't know how to find you on YouTube Lives without links. I don't know how you find me on YouTube Live either. What I do is, when I go live on YouTube, I give it the tag that says live stream, and of course like Fallout 4 and Bethesda and all that stuff. So, I give it all the regular tags, but I don't know how I get myself found, really. I try to do it. I categorize it properly. I categorize it under games Fallout 4. So, I'm as best as I could do, If anybody has any tips, definitely throw them at me. You could throw them at me on my Discord too after the stream if you want. While I'm doing this, let's talk about the Discord too. Jarvis, show commands. Jarvis, show commands. Thank you, Jarvis. So you can see there. Oh, and Jarvis, hide chat numbers. Thank you, Jarvis. Okay, so you can see there's a bunch of commands you can do in the chat, and one of the options for the chat is to do !Discord. That'll give you a URL that's like an invite link to my Discord. So if any of you guys want to put the tips or info that we're talking about in the chat, if you want to put it into the Discord for me, I'm going to look at it later after the stream. We caught up to Endor. Endor said, good night, everyone. Cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much, Endor. Rosia says the TES-51 power armor from the TES-51 power armor Skyrim inspired mod in Fallout 4 can be found at Bethesda Comics, a new location added by the mod, situated in Boston near Wilson Automatoys headquarters. You can fast travel there after discovering the location. Once inside, explore the building, grab the magazines, head to the elevator, which leads to the power armor and the 2 unique weapons. Whoa, I don't have that mod. That's interesting. I don't think I'm going to get that mod either. That's interesting, though. But for everybody who's watching, there they go. And then Shoddy's going to get banned in a little bit. Shoddy on Kick. You guys probably saw his comment come by a long time ago on the stream. I'm just now catching up. But Shoddy, we'll ban you later. Sir Puffington says, what did I miss? You didn't miss much. We're gonna ban somebody in a little bit. Somebody on Kick as usual. It's always Kick. Chewy says these New Vegas haters need to walk the plank. Chewy, but wait. Oh, I guess I don't have to walk the plank. I'm not a New Vegas hater. I tried to do New Vegas for a stream here on this channel, and it just did not work. It did not work. I was not having fun, and so I abandoned it. But I don't hate New Vegas. In fact, I really loved it when it came out. I played it incessantly for a long time. Let's see. Tova says obelisk. Obelisk? I don't know. I'm still going to get it wrong. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's a tower. I'm happy with tower. Rush says, don't get it twisted. It's not that I had trouble. I just don't find its gameplay or story compelling. I get you, Rush. I get you. Miguel says, Fallout New Vegas is too much, in my opinion. I love it, but it's too much for me. Yeah. For me, there was so much dialogue, there was never a point where I was actually playing. That was my problem, a little bit. Rush says, it's trash. To the commenter who was asking why I hate it, it's trash. Rajan said, hey, what's going on? Welcome, Rajan. Welcome. Rajan, we're apparently trashing Fallout New Vegas, which I didn't even mean to do, but apparently that's the direction the stream has headed. Rush says, no, we're just hanging out watching Fallout 4. Bagheera says, my advice on searching live streams is not to click the Fallout 4 Live tab on your homepage, but instead search for Fallout 4 and then click the filter live. It makes a big difference. That's cool. That is an actual good tip. Thank you, Bagheera. Sir Puffington says, wait, someone on Kick is being naughty? Yeah, they are. Apple Whizzle is here, and Apple Whizzle is using the 8-ball. All right. Rosia says, also my favorite power armor from every canon suit is probably the Hellcat power armor introduced in Fallout 76. Yes. And I really like the Hellcat armor. I also like the Hellfire armor that's here in Fallout 4 that you get with the next gen update, or you get with Creation Club. Similar, really cool. Rush says, Chili is just another New Vegas supremacist. Roshan says, Bagheera, oh, I want to see more New Vegas lives. That's a helpful tip. What? I don't know what that is. Oh, you want to see more New Vegas live streams? I got it. You're just bragging on everybody. Chewie says, I thought Hellcat was introduced in Fallout 3. Might have been, although it looks way different in 76. That's for sure. Okay, mostly caught up. Rajan says, yeah, I personally like New Vegas, but not the supremacist kind. Rush says, barf. Man, we gotta play this game. I just read so many comments. Let's go. Kessler, where are you? Give me a quest, Kessler. Oh my goodness.
So Deb's been talking you up. Says you get results. I got a sensitive job that needs someone with skills, and more rolling around in their head than marbles. That sound like you?
Nope. I'm gonna say I've had no complaints. Here we go.
I've had no complaints so far. Really? Where have you been all my life? Our town works because everyone knows we got the raider angle covered. The gangs get paid off and leave our caravans alone. But Zeller's army is getting greedy, asking for more caps. And after we pay them, the bastards still hit our people. But I found out...
Witness! Applewizzle 420.
Whoa! We missed the whole thing because I've got this thing up on screen, but maybe that's why Applewizzle did it. Applewizzle's trying to remind me that I've got a gigantic thing on screen. Probably that's what Applewizzle's doing. Applewizzle, thank you so much for making me pay attention. Let's do stuff. Jarvis, hide commands. Please, Jarvis. Jarvis, hide commands. Thank you, Jarvis. All right. All right. Let's see here. Let me read a couple comments. Chewie's doing a frog face. Yo, by the way, hide the command screen. Yep, got that. Rush says, don't mind me, y'all. It's just, I'm just that stubborn mid-aged man who can't be changed. Yeah. Lucian says, hide the commands. Survivor says, hide the commands. Chewie says, hide the commands. Thank you guys so much. Apple Whistle says, yep, I was doing Witness Me to get you to hide the command list. Thank you guys so much. Ooh, all right. I suck as a streamer, but here we go. Let's see what Kessler has to say. We want a quest.
The job's simple. Deal with them.
Okay, deal with them. Zeller's army? Tell me about Zeller's army.
Know anything else about Zeller's army? It took a lot of favors just to get the name of their crash pad. The East Boston Prep School. Judge Zeller runs a strange outfit. Came out of nowhere and now they're players. I don't know what you'll find there.
I'm gonna accept the job.
Consider Zeller's army dealt with. These guys are dangerous, so be careful. If there are survivors, rescue them. If any lost caravan hands make their way back into circulation, that'll do wonders for trade. But above all, you're just a freelancer working for yourself. Never even heard of us on the hill, right?
Right. That's great. Kill Zeller, rescue survivors. Okay. Let's rescue some survivors. Hot damn. We got a quest going. It's another little... Okay. Great. Where are they at? It's over here? Yikes. I haven't been over there yet. We're going to do it, though. We're just going to... Let's put my own marker in. We're just going to run toward Country Crossing over the bridge. Then we'll run from Country Crossing over to the caravan survivors. We'll rescue them. That should be the stream. Let's see how we do. We want to go this way to start. Maybe out this door? Let's try this. Okay. You guys in the comments. I see you. Hey, I put something in for the ridiculous comments you're doing right now. What is it? Let's see. Hold on. Let me save. bitch. Chewie says LMAO. Rajan says big giant command. Sir Puffington says naughty commanding. And then Bagheera says, Jarvis, show Sir Puffington's wiki feet bookmarks. Zoom in. Sir Puffington says naughty Bagheera. Jarvis, show nudes now. Jarvis, show nudes now. Okay. Thank you, Jarvis. Rush says, what? Rosia says, by the way, if you didn't figure it out, in Fallout 4's Nuka World DLC, the Quantum Exo-1 power armor is found in the Galactic Zone Starport Nuke. Yeah. I know about that one. It's my favorite. I don't like the glitch for it, though. I want to get it legit. Rush says, what did this chat just turn into? And Sir Buffington says, not gonna lie, feet are dope. You guys are too much. Rush is like, I did not come here for this. Rosia says she's got all the StarCorps locations memorized. Oh my god, okay. Oh, I gotta catch my breath. Okay. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's go. Let's go toward the settlement, and then let's get over to the other bridge, and let's rescue these captives. Oh my god, okay. Good. Gun out. Reload. Okay. Bagheera says, Jarvis won't even do Tootsies? Jarvis is Amish. Confirmed. Jarvis just looking out for everybody. Rajan says, don't laugh too hard. You're going to die of laughter. What the heck? What? What in the world? Is something throwing cars off the overpass? Was that just the game? What was that doing? I know Deathclaws can throw cars, but that's wild. That was a lot. Okay. Dang. Oh, there's a sentry bot over there. He big and mean. Let's say hi to him. Hey, buddy, do you see me? You're gonna die before you can get to me, bro. It's a good gun. I think you're in trouble, bro.
They're here somewhere.
You better hide. Yup. Yup. Damn, this gun is so good. There's more red over there. What is that? That's just some dogs. I'm not worried about them. I am definitely going to get that loot, though. That sentry bot might have 2 fusion cores on him. Depending. Sometimes the sentry bots have garbage. But if we're lucky, this big fire here has got 2 fusion cores in it. Let's just see what we can get. We got lucky. We got the good one. That was great. I am super happy about that. Okay. And a bottle for water? That's so nice. This little shed here's got a bunch of stuff in it. We're not even going to bother. Not even going to mess. Not even going to mess right now. I want to get straight to the location now that I've done one detour to take out a sentry bot. That is enough. This is where we want to go. This way, it says we want to follow those arrows. Wait, what's happening? I see somebody writing Puffington in all caps, exclamation points. What did Puffington do? I missed it in the chat. What is going on in the chat? Let me save. Let's get right up here against the sign. And then let's lock it in and let's see what you guys are saying. Rajan, yeah. I see you guys. Okay. I'm not even going to read all of this. Kurglow says you spotted a UFO. Rajan says, Jarvis, show me the Fallout 4 assault rifle to make me kill myself. Lucian says, I have this backpack mod. I don't know where to get the backpack. I don't either. You might have to build it in a settlement, Lucian. You might try that. Or, you know, read the mod info, I guess. But I'd try building in a settlement. Rush says, vehicles in Fallout 4 have the Skyrim mammoth curse when it comes to gravity. They do. Rosie says, if you are a thorough searcher, it typically takes anywhere from 5 to 10 hours to find all 35 star cores. Sir Puffington says, Jarvis, create AI Piper feet. No. Rush is like, Puffington, no. What the fuck? Rajan says, Puffington is always freaky. He's the king of it. Rush says, Puffington and Rajan are turning this into a damn OnlyFans curse. And MC says, I'm back. MC, what you just stepped into is crazy. They are going off in the comments. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to read all that. You guys are doing great. I have now caught up. I see what I missed, and I'm just going to go for it. Let's see. Traders, welcome to the East Boston Preparatory School. Okay, so this is where our quest is taking us to. Let's do a couple things. First, let's clear my marker off the map. Remove. So we only have the quest marker. That's great. Next, let's just double check the quest. I think it said we gotta kill everybody, right? No, just kill Zeller. Kill Zeller, rescue survivors. Guys, we're pretty strong now. With the visor giving us colors for all the enemies, it's really easy to hit now. I've got a really good gun now. It does double damage. I am in survival mode. The enemies do get to do double damage to me, so I die real fast. But I'm feeling real good and real strong, and I'm going to hope that I can get through this without any deaths at all. So, let me get out of here. How do I get out of here? Good. And let me reload. And let's do a couple little things that last long. Let's take a couple like long-term buffs if we can. We're going to take Berry Mentats. We were saying on the last stream, I don't even need them now that I have the visor. But Berry Mentats gives you one extra bonus, which is it lets you see through walls. So we're going to take Berry Mentats so we can see through walls. Then we'll take a Deathclaw Steak. That's 1 agility for an hour. Do I want anything else right now? No, the rest of these things aren't long-lasting, and I don't need them. I suppose I could take a couple of the roasted Mirelurk meat just to get an extra AP. Just do that. Just a little bit extra, just to see. What does a ribeye give me? Healing, but not enough to matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I think we're good long-term. We took a couple long-term buffs. We got a nice gun. We've got some good bullets. We're fully loaded. Power armor is good. We've got 3 backup fusion cores. I think we're fine. Let's murderify these dudes in here. This is Zeller's army. We've been told by Bunker Hill they're bad dudes who've kidnapped a ton of people. Let's just run through them. Save. And here we go. I see you guys totally popping off in the comments.
What the?
I'm not going to mess with any of that. They're all above us. Okay. Somebody's right here, though. A roach.
Let's rock.
Why am I not hitting him? I was aimed right at him.
Man, please don't be ferals again, huh?
Hey, who's there? Hey, who's there?
That was tough.
No, that was easy.
Come out, come out, come out.
Hmm.
Keep it down. I hear someone coming.
Yep, you guys are on the second floor. I want to get at you. I don't think I can reach there. Oh, oh!
Open for business.
What just happened? Did you guys do likes? Is that what happened on TikTok? Thank you for the likes if that's what just happened. All right.
Alright,
Let's go.
alright.
I wanted to get... Oh!
We did it again. We killed all those poor raiders.
We did kill them. That's so sad for them. But that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get up to the second level. Let's try these stairs. Let's just take them head on. We're not even going to stealth through this. Let's just try to murder. Pick all your loot before you hit the ground.
Damn it, I need covering fire.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, part of you might be exposed, bro. Oh, did I just run over a frag mine and not hit it? Dang.
See tomorrow? You best run now.
Incoming! You killed her! Back up!
Whoa. All right. We are doing great. We are murdering our way through this. These guys do not stand a chance. I am barely hurt from all of this action. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh, although I can't move, so that's definitely a problem. I think that last stream powered me up so good. It powered me up so good. I just don't know if they're going to be able to hold up against me now. Okay. Let's go. Get rid of the junk. Okay, get rid of one fusion core. We'll go a little lighter. Can we get up another level real quick? I don't have this place memorized. Oh, I got you right in the face and you didn't go down? What?
Son of a bitch.
Was that the boss? Is that why he didn't go down? It was. Oh. That's why he didn't go down. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. I am happy to not die. Thank you so much. There should be a body here. That's what I was going for. Right there. Right there. Blood contract is what he has.
This is a fine mess.
Oh, and a nuke. Thank you so much. Gosh, you guys are already going without me?
Over here.
Really making a difference,
Ow! Poor raiders. They lost.
Do it, Heather. Oh, goodness. Wait, do we have anybody over here in this room? Wait, wait. I heard somebody. Wait, they're down way on the first floor or something? Okay, let's see. What's up? Oh, hey, babe, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? Okay. Okay, I'll come give you some pats in a little bit, cutie. Okay, bye. Okay. What do we got going on? There was a dude that I had to deal with. I can see him through the floor there. I have to get at that person somehow.
You know we'll find you. Why not get it over with?
How do we get to them? Maybe down here? Maybe through here?
I find you
Yep.
done for.
Yep, yep, yep. Hey, sweetheart. You out. You out! Ooh, that's gotta hurt. You're not alive to register it, though. You are gone. Yeah, I was saying to you guys, last stream I got a huge power up. We did so much stuff on the last stream.
Except for the stuff Dad taught us at caravan stops. You know, math, reading.
To upgrade my character. And I think now I'm just really good and really strong. This stuff is not even a challenge now. And this stuff is still with mods to make them do double damage, and that's still not a challenge. I shouldn't be too confident though, because if I try to upgrade this to do like the mod that does triple damage, I'm pretty sure I'll be dead. So I should still be careful. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying, and then we'll carry on from here. It's so funny. There used to be something in this box. Like there's building blocks here that spell out something like, I think they spell out "I'm fine" or something like that. But I was just ransacking this place so meanly. All the blocks are scattered. I wasn't even paying attention to any of it. I was just like, let's just
Always targeting
murder our way through everything.
They deserve everything we do to them.
Okay. Wow, one's all the way over here? Dang. Okay. We got to get going again up to the next level because I think all the captives are up on the top level and I can't get up to the top level again. Okay. Ooh, I wish I had my jetpack. So let's go all the way back around one more time and use the other stairs. Let's see if we can get it. And then let's read some comments. I've been playing for the last 15-20 minutes and I have not been reading comments. So I'm sure you guys have been posting a bunch of stuff that I'm just missing. Are they in here? Where are the captives? One more level up, maybe? Oh, and there is something good in here, isn't there? I thought there was something good in here. Nope. Don't see it. I do see some body, though. We'll take all the loot from the body. Okay. Alright, let's go around. Oh, we'll take loot from this body, too. Go around. Let's find these captives. Oh, there's another body somewhere? Right there. And more bodies. Boy, we just murdered our way through all of this. Dang. And once we get all these bodies, let's take a look at your comments.
That was one evil son of a bitch. You did good.
Thanks, Heather. You're nice to say that. Alright, let's dump gear while we talk to people. Okay. Oh, goodness. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? There's so much chatting going on. Oh, my goodness. It goes back so far. Oh, I miss so many people on TikTok. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right. I'm going to go through a ton of comments. I'm going to skip a ton of things you guys are saying if you're just talking back and forth between each other. But I just want to catch up best as I can. Let's just see what you guys are doing. Rush says, Miguel, they're trying to turn this into a foot fetish goon session. They were. Hopefully they're done. Rosia says, what's your least favorite power armor set? I don't really have a power armor that I dislike, but I mean, obviously the weaker one, which I think is T45, I think that's the weakest. Or maybe even Raider. I guess maybe Raider. Raider power armor, I think, is probably even worse than T45, so I'm not really a fan of the Raider power armor. Although, one of my armors right now has the Raider helmet on it, and the Raider helmet looks pretty good. Rush says, I just want to bathe Puffington and Rajan in bleach like a baptism. Puffington says, it would burn my skin so good. You guys go back and forth for a bit. Let's see. Renee is here. Renee on TikTok. Renee, you probably dived in, said stuff, and then dived out. You're probably not even here anymore. But if you are here, Renee, you ask me, can you say hi to my bestie, Melody? Renee, I'm happy to say hi to Melody. Melody, hello. I hope you're doing great. I hope you have a good night tonight. And Melody and Renee, if you don't see this right now because you've dived in on TikTok and dived back out, especially after seeing all the crazy comments that were happening, Melody, Renee, you can find this as a replay stream on YouTube and Twitch and Kick, actually, for that matter. I think only TikTok is the place that doesn't typically have it, but yeah, you can replay this, and you can replay me saying hello to Melody. So hello, Melody. Rush says, I need launch codes just for you, Puffington. Puffington says, like Metal Gear, like Skynet? I have no clue. Instead of launching codes for across the globe, it's just going to be centered on you. Puffington says, like a blackout. Smoke It says, I'm going to bed now. I'm very sleepy. Good night. Bye, Smoke It. Have a good night. Oh, goodness. You guys went off. Puffington says, good night, Smokey. Aiden comes in and says, Frank horrified. I don't know exactly what that means, but welcome, Aiden. Welcome, Aiden. Frank Horrigan. Okay, good. Got it. Puffington says 155 newts is better than 156. I don't know why, but okay. Rush says, get help, and Puffington says, I thought you were going to help me. Oh, I love it. Okay, everybody else is kind of ignoring those two and just chatting onward, so let's keep going. Miguel says, I went on to play Overwatch because my Fallout crashed before I could even start it. I just gave up. I'm so sorry, Miguel. Puffington says, rest in peace, Fallout. Oh my God, I'm catching up to the end of the comments. That's so good. Let's see. Rosia says, by the way, I don't know if you have it, but in the Creator Club, there is a quest called All Hallows Eve. If you do that quest, you get a unique power armor helmet. I don't have it on this one. I have it on the Xbox. I think the All Hallows Eve is also the one where you get all of the really cool settlement build objects. Right? I think that's true. I love that one. Neo is here. Neo says, thank you for the gift sub. That was like 2 hours ago, but absolutely, yeah, it was great. I think who was doing the gift subs again? Let me try the credits again. Jarvis, show credits. Oh, you're doing it. Great. Thank you, Jarvis. Who did gift subs on this stream? Endor did cheers. Endor's gone to sleep. Tova's been hanging out with us. Tova might still be here. I'm not 100% sure, but thank you, Tova. New subscribers, Endor. Awesome. Gift subs, Chewy and Life of Chai. So Chewy was the one who was doing it. Neo, I think you probably got it from Chewy. Don't hold me to that. I could be wrong, but I think that's who was doing it. Dang, look at all these people. This stream has been popping off. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Jarvis, hide credits. Thank you, Jarvis. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Holy CI. I just got back. What? Neo, it has been crazy in the chat, and it was so crazy in the chat that I just played the game for about 15 minutes and let the chat fly by. It's been nuts. Rosia says, yes, that's the one that has the Halloween decorations. Rush says, I'm heading out. I need to acquire launch codes and head to bed. Go for it, Rush. Holden on Twitch says, the Halloween one also comes with the next gen update too. Yeah, you can get it for free with the next gen update. Actually, I found this really neat thing out. You can get it even without the next gen update. If you just go into the store and you don't have the next gen update, it'll try to give those to you for free, which was wild. But I didn't let it because I have Fallout on this computer. I have it frozen. It's not allowed to update at all. Because I run crowd control sometimes when I'm streaming, and crowd control needs the previous version that can't do next gen. Anyway, let's see what else you guys are saying. Darth, I saw your comment on my last stream. You were like, oh my God, I can't believe I missed 2 streams. Darth, you are right. You made it. That's so great. And Darth, I'm not even ending the stream in like 5 minutes. It's not like you came in at the end and you missed everything. No, we're still going, my man. I'm going to go for another 30 minutes, maybe another hour. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling, but I'm having a great night. We're going to keep going for at least a little bit. Welcome, Darth. Glad you finally made it. Rush says, I left a like. I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for the like. Thank you so much. Rosia says, the reason I like the All Hallows Eve power armor helmet is because when you turn on the headlamp on that helmet, it just says die on the screen of the helmet. Damn, that's cool. I did not know that. Puffington says, bye Rush, and then says, win for Darth. Yes, it is. That is cool. I did not know that it said die on the helmet. That's so cool. Now that kind of makes me want it right now. I will not get it for this playthrough, but I kind of want it. I might go try to find that on my Xbox, because my Xbox does have the update. So the Xbox has that loot, and I might just try to steal it from there. Just like to try to check it out. Okay. Okay. Damn, you guys, this has been a great stream. It's mellowing out now a little bit. I've seen some people drop off, probably because it's nighttime. People are going to bed. Don't mind at all. Happy to have you guys hanging out if you want to hang out. You guys are welcome to come and go in the stream. My streams sometimes run really long, which means you can... We had at one point, I did an 8-hour stream, 9-hour stream, and we had a guy who jumped in at the beginning of the stream, said hello, hung out with us for a little bit, then went to bed, woke up like 6 or 7 hours later and caught me at the end of my stream, and he was just like diving in and out of the stream between full nights of sleep. So, whatever works for you guys, do it, do it. We'll throw away a little bit of water there. We'll keep that as a backup. Let's get rid of all this junk. Lighten my load. This building that we're in, we were requested to come here by Bunker Hill, by Kessler and Bunker Hill. She wanted us to clear out the bandits and free some people who are held captive here. And we murdered those bandits so fast. They're all dead. But we haven't freed anybody yet, and I think that's what's next on the docket. So, let's go in here and take a look. Oh, wait. This cage is already open? I hope somebody didn't free themselves and leave without dialogue. They shouldn't be able to do that. Maybe this was just open by default. I'm not going to loot this place very hard. Whatever I got, I got. Right now, what I want to do is free these people and then head back to Bunker Hill and get credit for it. You guys know, if you've been watching the stream for a little bit, there's a thing I really want from Bunker Hill, so I want to get on with it. Let's get that thing. So, let's free this person first.
Hey, don't let any of these Zeller's army bastards live.
Oh, they're all dead, sweetheart. We won.
Got it. I'll tell Kessler what you've done for us.
Okay, great. Great, great.
Real mess of you, didn't they?
Wow. I don't know who you were talking to there, Nick. We got another person in here. Let's free them as well. I think you don't have to pick these locks. I think there's a key somewhere in here, but I just didn't find it.
Kessler send you? Thank God.
Off with you. Off you go. You can do it. Get through that door. I believe in you. And you're the last one? Good.
Nice. Hey.
I couldn't take much more of it. Thank you.
Good. Okay. Completed. Rescue any caravan survivors. That's what we wanted. Great. Oh, and there's the keys. I literally was like, you don't have to pick the locks because there's a key, but I didn't find it. Well, there it is. Not bad looking for a 10-year-old game. They actually put a little work into that. All right. Good, good. Nobody here. Okay. Gang, there are loot and treat surprises in this building. There's a bunch of stuff you can get in here that's awesome. I already got the nuke, though.
Because that may take a while.
That's my point, Nick. That's my absolute point is... It's going to take a while to raid this place in terms of actually getting everything from everybody, and I'm not going to bother right now. I might do that off stream. They've been killing settlers and throwing their bodies down here. We're just gonna go. Man, look at all this stuff we could get. Take the missiles. Oh, I'm getting trapped. I'm getting trapped. I'm getting stuck wanting to get everything. Does this explode on me if I open it? No? Alright, we're going to get the explosives at the very least. Wait, really? Is that true? Yeah, that's not true. Maybe like that? No? Are you kidding me? Like that? What is up? Wild. Okay.
Yes.
2 frags. We'll take them. Doing great. Antibiotics? Hells yes. Open that door. They did make a mess, Nick, but so did we. We murdered our way through everything. And now, let's get the hell out of here, bro. Let's not even wait around. Let's not even loot. Let's just go. Let's get out. Let's read some comments. Let's see what's going on. Rosia says, the dye on the helmet is also yellow letters in a red background. That's pretty cool. Miguel MC says, I might hop back on Fallout in like an hour or so. Excellent, excellent. Sir Puffington says, naughty Fallout. Rosia says, for a novice lock, that seems pretty difficult. Yeah, that was ridiculous. It could just be that I suck, though, Rosia. I could suck. Beckett says, what do you like Fallout for? Beckett, what do I like Fallout for? It's such a funny question. It's almost accusatory. It's like, why do you like this game? This garbage game. Why are you even doing this right now? Why would you waste your time on this awful game? Oh, goodness, Beckett. Beckett says, no, I mean story and gameplay. What do you like about it?
There are so many police stations in the Commonwealth. There must have been a lot of criminals running loose before the bombs took them out.
Yes. In fact, it's kind of wild, Heather. It might be a little bit like getting close to the real world here. Heather, they were in the resource wars back when the bombs fell, and part of the resource wars were that people were being deprived of resources. People were starting to riot. And we got a lot of poor people in the world right now, and people are starting to freak out. So I think the real world might start to mirror the game world here. It's kind of wild. Beckett, what do I like about the game? This is Fallout 4 with mods. I like that I can mod it. I like the mods I've installed. They're great. I like the gameplay. I love this gun that I've got right now. It's a special gun. It's a legendary gun. It has a legendary effect where it shoots 2 bullets instead of 1. So it deals double damage, which I love. It is extremely powerful and good. It has definitely given me a boost in power. I love the environmental mod that I've installed. It's here under Apparel. It's called NACX, which is Natural and Atmospheric Commonwealth. It made the game better looking than the default. You get the game by default, it looks okay, but it looks like a 10-year-old game. With NACX, it still looks like a 10-year-old game, but it looks like a 10-year-old game with a lot of spit and polish. It's not terrible. I really like that. Sometimes, every now and then, if the lighting is just right, it even looks kind of modern photorealistic. It's nice. So I love the way it looks. I love the look of the game. I love the junkiness of Fallout 4. I love the ruined world that you go through. It's a fantasy like that I'm playing out a little bit. The idea that I'm like a junk scavenger going through ruins of a fallen civilization. And I have this box with me, right? This carry your stuff bot. It's got a little jetpack on the bottom. And it's a crate that can hold like 10,000 pounds of gear. And I love the idea that I'm just a dude traveling through the wasteland, through the Commonwealth, and I'm just fighting through ruins, picking up all sorts of junk, lost artifacts, lost treasures, and then selling them or using them in my settlements or whatever. And just basically, I feel cool when I'm playing Fallout 4. This feels awesome. I also like the settlement building. I think the settlement building is good. I like that a lot. I put thousands of hours into the game because of the settlement building. And then I guess The last thing is, you were asking about story, and I think the answer is, well, I don't think the main story hits me real hard anymore, because I've done 15, 16 characters, and I'm fine with the main story. It's whatever. But there are little tiny stories all around the main story. And those little tiny stories, in some cases, are extremely good. The Pregnant Girl by Abernathy Farm. Heartbreaking story. The toy manufacturer guy, Argus or whatever his name is, it starts with an A. Heartbreaking story. Very difficult to get the whole story, so you're rewarded if you pay attention. His story is scattered across 3 different locations, if I remember right. You find him in the slog. You find his backstory in a toy manufacturing building. I think Wilson Automatoys. You find another building that has more info about him. And then there's a secret 4th thing about him that most people don't even unlock. But if you do everything with him, eventually later in the game, you will find he's acting like Santa Claus and he leaves toys for kids near your settlements. Bonkers. Fucking cool. His story's incredible. There are so many cool little stories like that that don't have anything to do with the main plot line, and I love it, bro. I love it so much. I also really like a lot of the grown-up stuff that's happening in this game. A lot of games really hit you over the head hard with what they're trying to do and what they're trying to tell. And this game has some really subtle storytelling. We saw it in my last stream. We were at Bunker Hill, and we went to talk to the doctor in Bunker Hill, whose name I've forgotten. I'm going to call her Lucy because she was modeled after the Lucy cartoon character from the Peanuts comic. But whatever the doctor's name is, you ask her how she became a doctor. And she tells you that she used to be a caravan girl and she used to run with caravans, and she was the veterinarian who would take care of the Brahmin that are on a caravan, take care of any dogs that were with the caravan. But then the caravans came under attack a few times and she had to treat humans, real humans. And she says, like really quick, just a throwaway line, but she just quietly gets somber for a moment. She says, you're out on those caravan runs and you got to take care of your friends. You pretty quickly learn triage too. And it's just a quiet line where you realize, like, this girl has been in some nightmare caravan situations out in the wild with raiders attacking and so on. And she's literally had to watch her friends dying and decide who lives and who dies. And like, it's just one line. And the game is really good at that stuff. It's really good at giving you some grown-up moments where someone just says something that is a throwaway for 99% of the people playing the game. They don't notice what's happening. They don't care. But for the 1% of the people who are paying attention, this game gets pretty dark in little quiet moments like that. And it's very interesting to me, and I really like it. That was a long answer to your question, bro, but there you go. Lots of people made comments since I gave that answer. I'm gonna stop adventuring for a moment and read all your comments, but first I want to close this quest out. So let me come in here and close it, and then we'll talk. Oh, and let me reload my gun. And let me eat and drink, and let me save. Hold on, we got a lot of stuff we need to do before we talk to Kessler and before we read your comments. Properly fed, properly drank, spotlight on, save the game, talk to Kessler, let's win. Let's win!
Beckett McClife just followed on Twitch.
Beckett, thank you so much for the follow. All right.
One of the prisoners told me
All
what they went through.
right, all right.
I had no idea. And you did that by yourself, right?
Nope.
Here's the payout.
Wait, she's walking away, but there's conversation still. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't leave.
What did the prisoner say about the prep school? Judge Zeller was snatching people. Hey.
Oh no,
thanks.
she left and it locked me in place. Wait, can I still talk to her about it?
For a change, someone I actually want to see. The Hill owes you.
Oh, I lost that dialogue with her.
Twitch.
Thank you. That's 2 follows just in the last couple minutes. Thank you so much.
Yeah?
That's really nice. I'm so sad I missed her dialogue, but she kept moving away while I was trying to talk to her. And now it's lost. Let's save again. And let me read your comments. Okay. What are you guys saying? Beckett asked, what do I like the Fallout 4? We told him. Beckett has now followed. Rosia says, one thing I must say I like about Fallout 4 and 76, power armor style. You can walk underwater without suffocating, so you can loot underwater with the armor. Yeah, it's so nice. It's so nice. By the way, if you want to do an interesting quest that could help you out, you should do the Cabot House quest. Yes, I agree. Bagheera says, what do you like about this game? Heather's "Hey hun" dialogues. Yeah, Heather's definitely a bonus in this game. Trashy Panda says, yeah, Fallout 4 is one of my favorite games. I just love it. Trashy Panda, welcome on TikTok. All right. Rosia says, the only downside about the Cabot House quest line is if you do it without fast traveling, it can take a while. Yeah. Ron says, facts. Bagheera says, I love the contrast of tragedy and silliness. Somber, like the random raider couple funeral, USS Constitution nonsense. Yes. Bagheera, they did such a good job bringing that to the TV show, too. You know what I mean? Like, there's moments in the Fallout TV show where you're just like, what even is this show? You can watch reaction channels with people reacting to the show, especially when the junk jet is first used and a guy dies from a baby leg that gets shot at him. Like a little doll baby leg gets shot at him and he dies. And people watching the show on reaction channels are like, what just happened? There's so much weird stuff like that. And then almost everybody universally is in tears by episode 8 of the TV show. That 8th episode of the Fallout TV show is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking for real, genuine reasons. Like you're watching this poor girl's life is just crumbling and you can see it and it's tragic and it just feels like this is so 100% Fallout. Weird, goofy, fake science BS that doesn't seem like it's realistic, but it's wild and fun. Like aliens, although those aren't in the TV show, but like alien weirdness and other craziness. There's Cthulhu weirdness in the game world too. But then you get these heartbreaking moments and it's just stunning, the kind of stuff that you get. And I just love it. I think it's great. Beckett says, do you have a favorite faction or company? I mean, right now I'm with the Minutemen. I think they're great. I actually cannot wait to get to the Institute just because I love the change, the contrast of like going from this ruined world to this like perfect science fiction world where everything looks like Mass Effect. It's like freaking perfect. I kind of can't wait to get to the Institute. Miguel MC says, what's your guys' favorite quest in any Fallout? Like top 3. I'll let you guys all answer that in the chat. You guys can answer that in chat what your favorite stuff is. And Rosia says, what's your favorite DLC throughout all the games? I'll let you guys answer that in the chat too, but you guys already know my answer. That's Nuka World. I like Nuka World the most. Beckett says season 2 is coming back in December. Yeah, I can't wait. Although I'm a little scared. I don't know if you guys saw it, but when season 1 took off like wildfire and everybody was raving about it, the producers of the season...
Georgie and I always started our trade runs here in Bunker Hill. I guess because my parents did. Then we'd head south to Quincy. It was a good route.
Thank you, Heather. Back when season 1 came out, the producers went on to media. They were doing interviews. And they said, we hear you guys. We know you love season 1. We're totally aware that you want more. We promise there's more coming. And we are now rushing to get it to you. And when I read that, I was like, no. Don't rush. Season 1 was so good. Do not rush this. Now that you have a good thing, please, I'm begging you, don't screw it up. Just do another really good, high quality season. Please don't screw it up. So I hope the producers took the feedback they got to heart and are really trying to make season 2 be just as good or better than season 1. I hope. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just really hopeful. I want it to be great. Anyway, Bagheera says agreed. It probably shocked non-Fallout people hard. Yeah, it did. I just watched on YouTube, you guys. I can't remember her name. I won't be able to tell you her name, but some of you might know her. You might, if anybody knows who I'm talking about, shout them out in the chat, in the comments. But there's a girl on YouTube. She does reactions solo. It's just her. And she doesn't react with other people sitting next to her or anything, is what I mean. And she decided to react to Fallout TV show. and she's neurodivergent. She doesn't react to things the same way. One of the things she said when she was reacting to the TV show is that she can't play Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. She can't handle first person. She can't even do the third person overview very well because of the way her body works, the way her mind works. She just can't do it. She said she can play Fallout 1 and 2 though, that kind of sprite-based game that move little characters around. She said she could do that. But anyway, she was reacting to it, and she spent episodes 1 through 7 just sort of nodding and pleasantly going, yep, I get it, I'm following the show, yep. And then episode 8 came, and she reacted to it, and she teared up, and that broke me watching her, because
Raiders
for
will think twice
her...
about the double cross after what you did at the prep school.
Thank you, Kessler. Like anybody else who tears up when they're watching that episode, it's nice. It's just like, okay, that's cool. You guys are reacting. I got it. You're acting, and it's an emotional episode. Got it. But when this neurodivergent girl started to tear up, it just broke me, because for her to tear up means it had to connect to her in a way that things don't normally connect. It had to get through all those layers of like how she's built differently. And I just was like, holy shit. This show is doing work. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. Lucian says, you should install the backpack mod. I already have a pack on my back, so I don't need the backpack mod. It's already there. I have a different backpack mod, but I've got it. It's working. Beckett says, I saw the set in LA, and it looked perfect to the game. Damn, I'm jealous. If you saw it in LA, that means you saw season 2, right? Because season 1 was filmed elsewhere. I think it was East Coast. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, that's very exciting. Rosia says, my favorite DLC is either Point Lookout in Fallout 3 or Nuka World in Fallout 4. Those two are about even for me. Wow, we got another Nuka World person? Most people say Far Harbor. That's wild to find another Nuka World. Beckett says Nuka World definitely. How are we getting all the Nuka World people? That's crazy. Everybody usually just loves Far Harbor. I'm impressed. Okay. Rosia says, with how long it's taking for season 2 to come out, it better be good. Yeah. Hope you're right. Beckett says, top 3 quests are Liberty Prime quests in 3 and 4, and any Nuka World quest where you take back a park. Yeah, I love taking back the parks. It's great.
White building with all the fancy columns.
Sir Puffington says, sounds like a skill issue. Sir Puffington, I don't even know what you're referring to now. Beckett says, yeah. Rosia says, Far Harbor is a bit too much for me personally. It is a bit much. I love it though. I love it. It's really good. But that one's actually like complicated, powerful, interesting, a lot of character work. There's a lot of stuff you can do there. There's branching dialogues and branching outcomes. Something's happened in Far Harbor that I didn't even know could happen until I watched other streamers stream it. And I was like, wait, there are options for that stuff? Like, what? How are you doing things? Far Harbor is really interesting because instead of a branching dialogue where it shows you there's 3 different ways this can go and who knows what the outcome will be, instead it's like hidden. Like something you did 5 hours ago in Far Harbor will affect what you're doing now. And so you get a new dialogue option based on what happened 5 hours ago. And that dialogue option doesn't appear for anybody else unless they did exactly what you did 5 hours ago. Which means there's a lot of times people play through Far Harbor and they don't even know that there are certain options because they just won't present unless you did exactly the right thing. It's very interesting. But also it means Far Harbor, you don't even know how replayable it is until you start like watching other people like do crazy stuff. Anyway, Rosia says Far Harbor also takes place on an island near Maine, by the way. Yeah, a real island. It's true. I agree. We are doing great. We have now finished the quest for Kessler. That gave us what we need in our settlements. So let's save. Let's fast travel to a settlement, which I shouldn't be able to do because this is survival mode. However, any of these settlements here I can travel to because I have a mod installed that allows me to travel to settlements that I have set up provisioner lines on. And that's interesting. Starlight had 18 people, now it has 16. Some people are leaving. But it's not an unhappy settlement. It's at 78%. Overland's at 80. Sunshine Tidings Co-op is very unhappy, though. Look at them. Let's fast travel to Sunshine Tidings. I don't even want to go there. I didn't even want the settlement. But let's go there and see if we can make them a little happier. I needed to go to a settlement. Why not do that one? Let's just see what's up with them. Why are they so unhappy? Let's figure it out. Okay. Let's also rest. Let's not figure... I don't want to figure out what's wrong with these guys until I get asleep. So let's take a rest real quick, and then we'll go from there. Nobody's in this one. We're taking it. Let's sleep and eat, or drink and eat. Good. Okay. Wow, we're doing great. One person watching on TikTok, 2 people watching on Kick, 12 people watching on 12 people. All right. 7 people on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's maybe dump some gear here. Let's dump gear. And then let's see what's going on in this settlement. Like, why is this settlement in trouble? And then probably what we're going to do to wrap up the night is put down a couple of these new settlement objects that we got in some of the settlements. That's what this whole night has been for. We were questing to get the settlement object. We got the merchant tent. We got it. So now that we have it, or at least I think we have it. And so now that we do, let's put it down in some settlements and we'll go from there. Oh, am I doing this right? I am not doing this right. Shoot. I'm not doing it right. All this needs to come out. Okay, this is correct. Now we can dump stuff in. I can't dump guns, ammo, weapons into this main container because this main container doesn't share weapons and armor with the other settlements. But I do have a container that does. So we're going to use that other container instead. Let's just dump some of this garbage. Don't need this many refreshing beverages, but I will take 4. Don't need this many ribeye steaks, but I will take 4. We'll come back for those at some point if needed. Don't need this much rad away. Don't need this much rad X. Do want the waters though. In fact, I'll take more if you got them. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a great night. I've been streaming for a while now. Some of you guys have been here since the start, so I hope you guys had a good time watching. And I don't say that like I'm ending in the next few minutes. I'm just saying I hope you guys had a good time watching. I had a great time playing. Now, let's go into the cloud storage. This is where we should put our guns and armor. And probably off stream, I should really look at my weapons now and just figure out what I've got and what I want to dump. I don't want to bore you guys with that because that could have me sitting here just staring at weapons for like 2 or 3 hours while I figure things out, and you guys are not going to have fun with that. But I might do that off stream just to get myself even more set up than I already am. Although I already think I'm probably too strong for the game right now, so I probably don't need to do anything. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's get rid of the extra ammo. I don't even need this much 10mm. I want the 10mm, but I don't need the 10mm. Not at that level. We'll get rid of 200. 556 gotta go. Look at all that 556. Once I get a nice 556 weapon, that's gonna be great. Get rid of the nuke and missiles. No, not the plasma. Get rid of the shell. Okay. Then we want to dump stuff. Dump that, keep that. That. Get rid of the AB rounds as well. Okay. Gang, I think we did it. Or maybe not quite. Why am I not... Why am I still overloaded? Let's go here. Let's see if there's anything really heavy here. Value, weight. What do I have? What am I doing that's screwing me up? Don't need this many stealth boys. I guess I could dump a steak. You know what? We're going to dump even the Nuka-Colas. Don't need that many waters. That was the big problem right there. That was the problem. Okay. Now we're good. Very quietly in the background, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there is a air raid siren going. That is because I believe we are about to get nuclear fallout weather. This is part of my NAC X or NAC 10 weather mod. And I don't want this weather. And I don't seem to have any way to stop it right now. All right, we're going to try building. We're going to see if we can build a firework mortar before the weather gets real bad. Where's the firework mortar? Under power? Miscellaneous? Throw you down like right here in front of the barn doors. Put you right there. Put you right here. Okay. Can I get something in here? Yes, good. Okay. Let's back up. Let's back up. Come on, baby. Come on. It didn't work? Did it not? Why am I not getting blue skies? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. It just took a while. Okay. Okay. It's looking great. Damn, it's slightly photorealistic there. Just a little bit. That's not a bad view. Okay, okay. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Lucian says, turn the music up a little. I can't hear it. Yeah, you got it, actually. Let's save. I'm going to knock it up by 5%. I don't want to knock it up too much, but let's knock it up. There you go. We'll see how that goes. If that's even still too quiet for everybody, we might do a little louder. Miguel says, I say my top 3 quests are Mothership Zeta, Nuka World, Battle at the Jefferson Memorial, where you see your dad the last time. Yep. That is a tough one. I agree. Sir Puffington says, I really like the Paul Pembroke Chem Deal quest. Yeah, we just did that one like 4 streams back. I like that one too. Bagheera says, have you and Shadow Dancer considered voice acting for game mods? I think you'd be great at it. I love it. I mean, if anybody's watching who's doing mods and you need voice acting, I'd do it. So would Shadow. We've got the whole setup. I mean, we've got good quality mics and a bunch of other stuff. So I mean, we could do it if we were asked to. I've never done voice acting before though, so I don't honestly know what's required of me. Like, can I use my own microphone and gear, or do I have to like go to a location? I don't know, but if they'll take my stuff, I'd do it. Rosia says, I'm probably going to head out for now. I'm getting a little tired. Rosia, thank you for hanging out all night. I appreciate it. Have a great night. Rosia says, Galaxy News Radio is also the best to me. You mean one of the quests is the best? The Galaxy News Radio quest? Always the best. All right, all right. Beckett says, which is better, Diamond City Radio or Mojave Radio? And Rosia says, no, I'm talking about the radio station itself. You're answering Beckett's question. You think Galaxy News Radio is the best. Got it. I think I like Diamond City the most, but I also can't listen to Diamond City because when you stream, you can't have copyrighted music. Otherwise, YouTube bonks you on the head. So I end up having this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? This kind of, this kind of music is good. It's kind of like nice rock and roll-ish something, but it's not true 1950s style music. Beckett says, I like Mojave. So we've got Beckett from Mojave. We've got Rosia for Galaxy News Radio. We've got me for Diamond City. We're doing great. We're doing great.
Seems to be growing well.
We have the full representation of everything between us. Thank you so much. Oh, look at all this beautiful corn.
I need to assign someone to this.
Really?
I need to assign someone to this.
Can't talk now.
I bet you do. There's only 2 of you here. You guys got to work a lot because there's nobody else to help. I think that was the last item. And that last item overloaded me. Luke!
Excuse me.
Got any work? Can't buy booze without caps. Can't get caps without work. So you see my dilemma.
Luke, I totally have work right here. We were just bemoaning the fact that we only have 2 people in the settlement.
I've got a great place you could set up permanently. Interested?
Great! I'll be there with beers on. Bells on. What I'm trying to say is, I'll beer there or beer squared.
Okay. Sunshine Tidings, I'm assigning you to here. There he goes. He's already working. That's so nice.
That music down. Oh, my ears are ringing.
So Luke is an NPC you can get with the Settlers of the Commonwealth mod. He is a drunk ex-Minuteman, but actually once you get him in a settlement and start giving him jobs and stuff, once he defends the settlement for a little bit, he actually kind of goes back to his... Oh, thank you.
Right_was_ here just followed on Twitch.
Rye was here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. I really appreciate it. That's great. What I was saying is Luke eventually goes back to his old self. Like he starts to sober up and he starts defending the settlement. He's got a nice little progression if you let him do it. Yeah, so he's from the Settlers of the Commonwealth mod. I'm glad he was walking by. I've recruited him in. I'm happy to have him in. Let's everything that I just picked, let's put it into the main settlement workshop. And then let's build a little bit here in this settlement, just enough to get them to be happy. And then we're going to ditch the settlement and we'll do like one fun thing and wrap up the stream. So let's see. Let's see what we got. Keep my weapons the way they are. Keep my apparel the way it is. Dump the carrots and the corn. Dump the mute fruit. Razor green. And potatoes. We'll keep the wild mute fruit. Okay. Great. Let's see what you guys are saying, and then let's build. Beckett says, do you like 76? I'll throw that out to the chat. Do you guys like 76? Fallout 76? Let them know. Beckett's wondering. Beckett on Twitch wants to know who likes 76. Rosia says he's too drunk right now. Yeah, he is drunk right now, but he'll get better. He'll get better over time. We'll come back to him in a few game sessions and see how he's doing. Sir Puffington said, I would be that dude if there were no carts. Sir Puffington. Rye says, yo, thank you for saying thanks. I've never been noticed. No, totally, thank you. I mean, you should get noticed by most small streamers, right? Small streamers desperate for follows and subs, desperate for likes. I'm a tiny little streamer. I appreciate every single person that comes in. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming around. This was actually a really good stream, Rye. You kind of missed the earlier part of the stream, but we were going wild for a little bit there. We had Chewy was on the stream. Chewy's a longtime viewer. He was buying subs for everybody. That was really cool. Life of Chai was here. Life of Chai bought subs for I think at least one person, if not more. She might still be around on lurk, but I don't think that she is. We had a bunch of other follows. TikTok was popping off for a while. TikTok had like 15 people follow and then tons and tons of likes. On TikTok, you can tap the screen to like, and so a bunch of people were liking like a lot. It was great. We were doing great. Still having fun, but the stream's been going for a while now. I'm probably going to wrap it up. I'm thinking like 30 minutes to wrap up. I'm going to build a little here, do like maybe one small quest, and then we'll wrap the stream. But I just want to get things set up for next time before I call it quits. You know what I mean? It is getting a little late, but I'm doing fine. It's 11:30 where I am in California. I'm doing fine. Hosea says, I don't know what my favorite quest is. It's too hard of a question for me to think. Right now I'm too tired to be able to think of an answer. That's right, Rosie, I thought you were going to drop off, but I guess we're just so fun. You're still here. Rosia was like, I gotta go, I'm going to sleep, and then Rosia's still answering questions. Rosia, you're awesome. Rai says, dang, and Rosia says, personally, I only support the smaller streamers because they actually appreciate support. Yeah, they gotta. If they gotta, or they don't get better. Bagheera says, I actually love 76. I have a few thousand hours on it. Damn, Bagheera. Rai says, bet. I'll watch the rest. Rai says, for me, it's 2:20 a.m. What does that put you at? Like 11 to midnight to 1 to 2. You're on East Coast. You're an East Coaster if it's 2:20 a.m., right? Okay. Rai says, yeah. Rosia says, I'm 1 hour ahead of you. Okay, Rosia, middle of the country then, right? Isn't that like Colorado, kind of that line of the country as I think about 1 hour ahead, something like that? Rosia says midnight 30 for you. Yep. Sir Puffington says, Mr. Fallout here is actually just a good streamer. You are super nice to say that, Sir Puffington. You are awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys. I wanted to clean up the settlement a little bit, like clear up the crop rows and plant some more food. And then I realized I have a mod installed that will let me clean up the ghoul bodies. Let me try that. There's this dude on the ground here. Look at that. I can scrap him. Hell yeah. That one's broken. Let's scrap that too. Can't scrap the door on the ground though. That's kind of sad. That was really neat though. I forgot I have the ghoul scrapper. And I can see why the settlers are upset. You guys can probably see it too if you look at the upper part of the screen where it says defense 0. Now we know why they're upset. The settlers are unhappy here because they can't defend the settlement. We will fix that. Let's do a couple things. First, let's get into my own armor. I shouldn't be in armor as I putter around the settlement and fix it up. However, this armor has a way better headlight. And I want the light. So let's get in. And then we can do stuff around the settlement with this better light. There it is. That didn't actually seem very good, but okay. I mean, well, it looks better here. That's nice. Okay. Let's save. Let's get into the settlement build menu. Bagheera says, it's a shame the Bethesda support is terrible and their greed is super predatory. Whoa, it so is. Bagheera, are you saying that just because that's what you feel, or are you saying that because you heard my story about them? My story about them is not kind, but it's their own fault. Wow, I don't know what I just scrapped that wasn't... that was interesting. I thought I scrapped the chair, but it took 2 times to scrap it. Something weird happened there, but that's okay. Scrap some trees. Rosia says you actually guessed the right state, Colorado. Yeah, I mean that's the big one that has your time zone. So, you know, default to that, maybe get lucky. Usually when the Fallout developers put a tree on an angle like this, they're telling you to get on the roof. They're implying that there's something up there for you to get. However, I don't actually think there is anything up here on this one. I'm not even going to be able to do this, am I? No, I'm just going to keep falling off. This one might not be as climbable as some of the others. Yeah. And there isn't anything up here. No real reason to be up here, except if we're gonna be up here for the moment, let's throw down a couple turrets. Why not? Why not? Right on the rooftop. You can have one. And you can have one. Everybody can have a turret. You have a turret. You have a turret. Everybody gets turrets. We'll throw some in the mid-air. Right there. And let's use CBC Dead Wasteland. This mod has extra stuff for dealing with defense of your settlement. There it is. So let's see what we've got here. Guard NPCs. We can put down some special turrets. This is what I wanted. Oh, I can't do it till I have robotics. Can I build it? Wait, I have robotics. I can build them. Oh, that's so cool. All right, this settlement gets iBots. Put another one way over here at the entrance. You can just hover by the entrance and we'll just let it do its thing. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's great. Rye says 100% an amazing streamer. Thank you, Rye. That is damn nice to say. I appreciate it. Bagheera says they did way worse to me than what happened to you. I wasn't surprised about what you shared. Really? Mr. Puffington says Bethesda is a predator? Bagheera, give me the summary in chat. I know you're not streaming right now, so you can't go off on a long rant and tear about it. But give me the short details of it. What did support do to you that is even worse than what happened to me? I am dying to know. While Bagheera is typing, I will tell you guys my story if you haven't heard it. But I was trying Fallout 76 with my son. And we played for about, I think, 38 and a half hours, if I remember correctly. And it's weird that I remember that number, but I just looked it up because I told this story to you guys 2 or 3 or 4 streams ago. But anyway, my son and I wanted to play a game together. We decided we'd try Fallout 76. We played about 38 hours worth. And in 38 hours, we had gained some levels. We were doing all right for ourselves. And we had built our camp, the like settlement that you get in Fallout 76. We built it up. And it was going great. And we started to put in like machines for newbies so they could come grab some gear. We had treasure chests. We had loot. We had all sorts of stuff that was available to any other players who came into our little corner of the game. And I was really having fun with it. I was actually kind of proud of it. Then I jumped into the game one day, and due to a really crappy glitch, I lost everything. The whole camp was scrapped, but I don't mean it was scrapped in a good way where I got all the parts back. I mean, it was scrapped like I lost everything. And we had put everything we had into that camp. So we didn't have any materials left. We couldn't rebuild. So I ended up talking to support and I was like, yo, what do we do? We lost everything through a glitch. And they were like, oh, well. And I was like, no. I mean, you don't understand. Like, the whole camp has vanished. It's destroyed. But we didn't even get the materials back. We can't even rebuild it. Could you at least credit us with the materials we had? Just look on our account. It'll show you what we had. And they were like, nah. And I was like, if you're literally not going to give me any remedy at all, like nothing, then I'm not going to keep playing. I don't want to try and recover from a Bethesda bug with Bethesda support not even being helpful about it. I'll recover from a Bethesda bug if they're going to help me. If they're like, oh man, our bugs suck, we're so sorry, here's some help for you, I'd be like, cool, thanks so much. But they didn't even want to do that. So I was just like, okay, I'm done. That was it for me with Fallout 76. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Lucian says, yo, I have a question. How do you stop lagging and stuttering in Fallout 4 with mods on? Oh, I know exactly what you did, Lucian. I know exactly what you did. Do you guys in chat know what Lucian did? It's the new bug. Do you guys know the new bug? I know what happened. All right, I'm going to tell you, Lucian, in a moment. Let me answer Rosia and Bagheera because they added some comments. Their comments are going to be fast and easy. Then I'm going to answer yours. Yours is going to be a little harder. Rosia says, I forgot. I have sour candies. I'm going to eat some and try and stay awake. Rosia, you're so great. Rosia says, which flavor should I eat? Black cherry, lemon, blue raspberry, or apple? You got blue raspberry? Damn, do that. That sounds so good. Blue raspberry? All right. Definitely do blue raspberry. Sir Puffington says, you can't even talk about it, Bagheera? And then Sir Puffington says, Bagheera got violated by Bethesda. And that was because Bagheera said, I'd rather not talk about what happened to me because they might repeat it. I still have an account and I would still like to play again. Ah, I see. You're worried that somebody from support might look at this stream and see you complaining. And I guess the idea is you have the same username everywhere, and so somebody might look up your username. I got it. Lucian, let's talk about your question. Oh, wait. Rosia says, you chose blue raspberry. That's toxic waste candy. Probably my favorite flavor. Good choice. All right. All right, Lucian. How do you stop lagging and stuttering in Fallout 4 with mods on? Here's what you did, Lucian. I don't even know what you've installed, but I know what you installed. Here's what you've got going on, Lucian. You are playing Fallout 4, but you are being different from me. Instead of playing the previous version of Fallout 4, you've upgraded your Fallout 4 to the latest update, the next gen update that came out when the Fallout TV show debuted. So you're running the latest Fallout 4. And then the second thing you did is that you installed any mods that have anything to do with remaking NPCs at all, in any way. You didn't install the mods like I do, where you like get extra settlement objects, like I have CVC Dead Wasteland here, and I can put down new objects in the game. These things don't cause trouble. What you installed is something that gives the NPCs better faces, better textures. You installed that backpack mod we've been talking about. You installed something that will alter how the NPCs look or how they, I don't know, interact with the main character. And the reason that I say that's what you did is because there is a now very famous, very well-known new bug in Fallout 4 that was not in the game that I'm playing. The version I'm playing, the previous version, does not have this bug. Your bug has what they're calling the face gen bug. The face gen bug says something happened with the update to Fallout 4, this next gen update, that ruined face gen, so that NPCs, their skin, it can't be modified. If anything touches the skin of the NPCs, and it doesn't have to literally be skin, like it could be the clothing that the NPCs are wearing. Anything touches that stuff, you get this stuttering, this juddering in the game. The game is no longer friendly to those kind of mods. It's one of the reasons that people like me roll back and play the previous edition of the game. There is no fix. The big fix, if you want to stay on that version of the game, is to dump mods that do face gen. Dump any mod that messes with NPCs' textures or skins, and just play without those mods. I am giving you 6-month-old info. This is what I know from 6 months ago when I started streaming and I had to look all this stuff up. It's possible in the last 6 months, someone has come up with a mod that fixes this issue. So you could look and see if there's anything from the last 6 months or so, anything from 2025, that would fix the problem we're discussing. So you may have to dump some mods, Lucian. That may be a thing. Or you could roll back to the previous edition, but then you have the same problem With the older edition, or the older version, it just is now it's a new problem, which is, now suddenly you don't have the face gen bug, but you have other problems from other bugs that you have to deal with. So it's kind of unavoidable to a small degree. You're always going to have to deal with issues. That one's crappy. Let's scrap that too. What about this? That's not crappy. We'll take it. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying, and I'm kind of happy. I was just touring around this settlement to build stuff, and I kind of feel like we built a bunch of good stuff. I'm pretty pleased. I cleared a bunch of junk out. I built a few things like the weather firework mortar. That was really great. Let's put down some food too, and let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. And let's get closer to wrapping up. Oh, that's interesting. I think you guys scrolled off screen. Oh my god, so many things happened. Oh my goodness, so many comments came by. Do we still have a lot of people in chat? I thought it was so late at night I'd lost everybody, and I thought the comments were going real slow, but this is a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see. Bagheera says they do in fact monitor streams, and they are in fact retaliatory. Dang, Bagheera. Okay, everybody watch out. Rye says, whoa.
Ivan2070 just followed on Twitch.
Thank you for the follow. Late night follows. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Twitch. Rye says, when I was playing 76 with my 8-year-old brother, we met someone and they kept talking to my brother, and then he reported me. Nothing happened to me, thankfully, but he tried to talk to him and find out where we live. Oh, dang, you gotta be careful. Please be careful. Yes. Sir Puffington, I'm not even reading that. Rye says, he said he was 36. Rye, that's crazy. Watch out, bro. Watch out. Them be too many predators out there. Rosia says, by the way, the toxic waste candies are more sour than warheads. I don't even react to them. Lucian says, yep, I did. How did you know? Yep, exactly. Lucian, the problem you're having, the bug that you're having is very common now. All the new players have it. Anybody who's got the new edition, you start installing that stuff, it's a very common bug. There is a developer, I don't remember who it is. It's either Kingath, he's a very famous guy, he did the Sim Settlements mods, or maybe the other guy who was really mean to me. There's another mod developer who's really famous, and he was really rude to me at one point. Can't remember his name. But anyway, one of them was called out and was like, hey, your mod is breaking the game. And he was like, nope. And they were like, yeah, your mod is totally breaking the game. And he was like, nope. And he got so frustrated with people accusing him of his mod breaking the new revised game that he finally just went into the game engine and he found the bug and he reported the bug. And so everybody had to kind of eat crow for a minute and be like, okay, it wasn't him. He's not the guy who was causing the bug in the game. He's the one who discovered, whoever that guy is, discovered that there's this new face gen bug that's causing the game to be screwed up. So everybody has to roll back if they want to avoid that bug. Let's see. Rosia says, I don't even know how to revert to an old version because I have a mod that changes NPCs, but I don't know how to revert to the old version on Steam. There's a mod for it. There's a mod you can download on Nexus Mods, and you just install the mod, it rolls everything back, and you keep playing. The trick, though, is once you roll back, all your mods have to be compatible with the previous version. Most mods are, but it is something you have to be careful about. Bagheera says, I run Excel because of the face gen bug. It works really well on Next Game Plus, on Next Game or Next Generation. But I gave up on making vanilla companions interesting. Well, there's an option, you guys. Bagheera's got it there in chat. Lucian says, yeah, it was some Waste 1 Creatures rework mod. Changed super mutants. There you go. Saint Dreamer on Twitch says, I hate the settlement or crafting stuff in this game. I've never touched it in my runs. I love it. I love it. You're going to be bored here, my man. Bagheera says, their appearance is fixed. There you go. Rosia says, I just Googled it. There are mods that will fix the stuttering issue with the newer update. The mod is called Excel. Oh, that's what Bagheera just said. He said he's running Excel. Apparently it helps with the stuttering and lagging. Lucian! The chat has a fix for you. Check that out, my man. There we go. Bagheera says he's allowed to change outfits with this fix, but face and hair is locked. Okay, there you go. Rai says, I know, man. All caps. Bagheera says, if you don't care about Piper's nose or eyebrows, just install Excel from Nexus. It does work. Okay, now I'm all caught up with chat. There we go. Dang, I can't believe how many people we have watching this late at night. Welcome everybody. I hope you're having a great night. I'm gonna build out this settlement a little bit more, much to the sadness of Saint Dreamer. But it's only gonna take 2 or 3 minutes. I'm just gonna put down some plants. Let's just put down a little bit of food. Trying to get these settlers to be happy. So let's throw down some carrots here. How many do I have? That's it. If that's it, let's grab these and put them over here as well. Okay, good. In fact, maybe I get all the carrots in a row. Let's just keep the carrots going. Yeah. Great. Okay. That's looking good. Let's throw down more corn. Let's make them happy. Get these settlers to be happy. Oh, that did not work. There we go. That works. For those of you who do like settlement building, you guys should definitely check out someone that Sir Puffington calls this person my girlfriend. She's not my girlfriend, but she is a lovely person. Her name's Steffi Walker. And Steffi Walker is a great streamer, and pretty much settlement building, it's all she does. It's all she does. So, if you're interested in watching someone do settlement building, that's the person. Check them out. I'm gonna leave that corn there. Actually, I'm not gonna overthink this and put down too much corn and mess it all up. Don't want gourds. Don't want melons. Do want some more mute fruit and also some potatoes. Look at all those potatoes. Damn. Let's throw down a couple mute fruits here. And that set of rows is now done. Let's come over here and let's mess with just one row here. Let's face this direction and go backwards. Great. Tons of extra mute fruit. Do I want to put down potatoes when I have 119? I don't want to overproduce. I feel like I got way too many already. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. We put down some Eyebot guards. We put down some turrets. I didn't even need to make turret stands. We just used the rooftops. Happiness is already on its way up. We've got too many beds for the number of people that are here. We've got too much food, too much water, too much everything's good here now. This settlement's going to go way up. It's going to be fine now. We don't need to worry about it anymore. So, let's figure this out. Let's get out of the build menu and let's read some comments and then let's wrap this up. Somebody says, how long are you going to stream? I think that's Miguel. I'm not looking at the comments right now, but I think that was Miguel who said that. Miguel, I'm probably only going for another 15 minutes. We're about to wrap up, my man. I think we're pretty much done. Although I did forget the main reason I came here to build something. So let's go right back into the build menu. You guys are going to have to help me remember where this is because I don't remember. But we just finished up the Bunker Hill quests and we unlocked the settlement build item to build trade centers in our settlements. Not new stores, that's from Charisma. I'm talking about the trade center that you get. Where is that? Miscellaneous? Oh, I don't even need to ask. It's right there. It's really obvious. Look at that. Okay. Let's put it down somewhere good. Can we put it up against the wall here? Is that awful? Let me just see. Let's just see. Is that a bad deal? I hate it. I hate it. Let me see if there's somewhere else that's better. I kind of want him to be right here out in the open, but that was just not the right place for that. You know what? I'm putting him in the crops. These traders get to be in the crops for now. Okay. And we will throw down some extra seats for them, but we're going to use the CVC Dead Wasteland mod to get weird chairs and benches. None of those. Stools, benches, maybe something like this, yeah. We'll give them this bench. And let's put another thing on the other side, not that one. Let's give them this. It says the newspaper needs to be to the right. So if I do it like this, the newspaper is to the right, and that means someone will face the way I'm facing, which seems correct to me. All right, so somebody could sit there. I think we're doing great there. Let's read your comments and let's wrap up the stream. Let's see, what are we doing? What are we doing? Lucian says, wait, who is the person for the mod fix? Was the mod someone, what was the mod that someone was recommending to me again? X-Cell. X-Cell, Lucian. X-C-E-L-L. That was Bagheera, and that was also... that was also Rosia. The two of them were talking about it. Che is here. Che, thanks for the likes. Is that enough to get you on the chart? Not quite yet, but thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. Rye says, thank you for streaming this late. I hate sleep, so I just try to find an amazing streamer like you to watch the chat. Oh my gosh, look at that. The game just crashed. Is that it? Is that life telling me it's a perfect time to end the stream? I think that's probably what's happening. Rye says, I'm sorry I missed most of it, or I'm sad I missed most of the stream, but I'm happy I was here at the end. Huffington says, don't go, Mr. Fallout. You're the only good YouTube. We are going to go, but I do have a nice person we're going to if you guys want to jump onto Twitch and see what we do. We are about to raid Geek of Fury, who is playing World of Warcraft. So if you guys want to join me with a raid of Geek of Fury, you can. Geek of Fury is probably only going to stream for another hour or two himself, I bet, based on what I know about him. So if you want, you can join us on the raid to Geek. Geek will probably stream for another 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours. Then he quits. He quits late at night about now too. And then he's going to raid out too. So we'll just do all of it. Let's just see what's going to go on. Rye says, yeah, don't leave us. And MC says, yeah, you actually are the only good YouTube. Damn, you guys are complimentary. Thank you so much. Thank you for the awesome stream, says Bagheera. Thank you, chat. It was fun as always. All right, gang. Let me get over to my chat thing, and let's get this chat thing out of the way. Restore Windows, pull chat off to the side. Okay, now let's hit Raid Geek of Fury. Let's see what happens here. The Realist is here and says, good night, everyone. The Realist, I didn't even know you were around. That's so nice. Okay, who do we got ready to raid? 11 people. Here we go, guys. End of the stream. Have a great night, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.